She can get all the men that she wants. Probably. Why would you resort to something that can ruin your reputation forever?
Well, not now.
What
Like,
you
I
say?
mean,
Not now.
she could get fucked, but there's not
Yeah,
very many
no, yeah,
men that want to
but
marry
that's
her.
the thing. Before, yeah, now because now your reputation are going to precede you. But there's the again, I don't know, and I don't understand why she comes on these panels. To be honest, I have no idea other than be eye
Well, she
candy.
comes because she wants to prove that she's also smart, right? She's got a lawyer. She passed the bar exam, and
You
she's
don't think
smart.
she's just trying to farm people for her OnlyFans, like
Of
trying to get?
course, of course she is. That's why everything she's fucking wearing, your tits are ready to pop out.
That's the thing. But that was funny. She said, "Oh, I went on Fresh and Fit. They kicked me off, and then the next day they invited me again." I go, okay, I see what's going on here. It's just a big motherfucking game. How is that the game with the chairs that like you take one chair at a time and you have to dance and then sit on that shit? There's like the last person gets the chair. That's just
Oh,
a
musical chairs.
yeah. That's just a big game. One day they pull your chair, the next day you pull their chair. By the end of it, everybody had fun, I guess. But she looks awesome. She's one white woman that I will lick her armpit. But no, no, but I truly don't understand what she's doing.
That's the simp shit that I'm talking about,
What
bro.
the hell does that have to do with being a simp? I just like, what's the problem with licking an armpit? That's fine, and that's not invasive at all. There's like a hey, Unc, do you see this man laughing out loud? Like, what's the problem with licking an armpit?
Oh my god.
Licking toes, I would say that is degrading. I wouldn't do that shit. But licking armpits, I think after the gym, god damn it, come here, baby, I got you.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Take that shirt and
I know.
crumple it up, put it inside your pillow. Just be smelling it all night long.
Yeah. The feet shit I
Uncle,
really
Oh my
don't like.
god, my fucking stomach's hurting, bro. Oh my god.
Uncle Patty, if that was you laughing there, man, you have a great laugh for an old man.
Oh my lord.
That's
My
easy.
stomach's hurting. That was too good.
The feet shit is
Oh
kind of
my
but there's the thing. If you eat ass, you're going to lick an armpit or two. It's fine.
God. Oh God.
I don't see no problem with that.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
Oh man, I
Probably
just
not the only
felt like I just choked on my fucking drink.
Well,
Trying to
let's speak it. Let's have a conversation right now, real quick, right?
Oh, fuck.
Would you agree with me
You were
that
high
she's
five
a
yourself.
9 out of 10 at least, like a 9 out of 10? Do you agree with me?
Oh yeah, she's definitely
For me?
hot. Yeah, she's hot.
Okay,
yeah.
so if she told you the only way you can stick your tingy in my tingy is you have to give one big lick on my armpit, I'll take a shower before that. You wouldn't do it.
Nah, bro.
Why are you gay? Why are you gay? Why are you gay, sir? Now you are lying to us.
Nah, look,
A lick
man.
after a shower, and you would
Look,
come on, Neve. You're doing too much now, bro.
nah,
Come
bro.
on, Neve.
I'll fix you.
Come on.
Listen, if an opportunity ever like this pops up for you, just go search up one of her porns, and I'm sure you'll change your fucking mind.
No, absolutely not. I'm going to lick that armpit. And that's what I'm going to do. The mission needs to be accomplished.
Oh man, see?
When they
I
give you a mission, you have to go you have to do everything to accomplish. Like, that's what real men do.
Yeah, no.
Real men lick armpits. Hey, Unc, you wouldn't lick. Unc is married, right? Unc, you married, right? Unc just
She said
disappears
that
into
to
his
me.
backgrounds.
If she said
And then-
that to me, I'd switch it up and say, no,
No.
you gotta lick my armpit to suck my
No,
dick.
yeah, that shit. No, don't do it, Speakeasy. Like that shit is going to make you laugh.
What?
Don't do it. Like the sexual tension is going to like when a man licks a woman armpit, you can like if a woman licks your armpit, the sexual tension of that room is going to poof like disappear.
No.
I don't want to fuck no woman that is willing to lick my armpit. That shit is not. I don't care how good looking you are. If you lick my armpit, there's something wrong with you, lady.
But
Stop
you're
it.
out here saying you're gonna lick armpits.
You're talking
Yeah, there's a man thing.
about
There's a manly
fucking
thing.
Joker. What?
Licking armpits is fucking
Who are we
wild.
talking about here? What's going on?
Like that, like you know that the girl, the Jafar lady, right? The
The
woman with the
Jasmine
OnlyFans that you go. Yes.
Or what?
Yeah,
Like if
we just
she
found
came
out
to you,
he's a simp for Jasmine Jafar.
no, I'm not a simp for her. I just say
No,
I'll lick
no,
her
no.
armpit. So if she came to you and she said, "Hey, I'll take a shower," the only way that you can have sex with me, you have to lick my armpit first. Wouldn't you lick it? Sure, you won't. Damn, monk, you thinking?
No, oh, me? Not
Yeah.
her, but yeah, somebody else.
No. Oh, wait,
yeah, not
wait.
her, but not. Yeah, definitely other.
So if you were
lick
attracted enough
armpits
to
just
her,
to
you
get
would do
some
it, right?
pussy, bro. Oh my god.
Easy. You eat pussy. Like, why would you lick armpit? What the fuck?
Mm.
You don't eat pussy too, Lizzie? What the fuck? Easy, what we doing here?
I'm not licking armpits to get.
So
pussy,
you are willing to
bro.
lick a motherfucking shit that gets
You act like
blood
she's not,
and
like,
all the fluids,
fucking-
but not the armpit?
You act like when I'm done fucking her, I'm getting fucking like the golden fucking ticket.
The
to
golden
heaven.
shower. You get so easy.
Fuck, bro. She's
You're not getting the golden shower from Jafar?
about her pussy that has been blasted on fucking camera all over the place. What's so special?
So you not get a golden shower from Jafar?
Fuck. No. Won't get no golden.
I know Angel would. Angel. I know Angel would. Angel, come to the congregation in front of the congregation. I know Angel would. If that man can do it on the
You
shower.
let chicks piss on you, bro?
Absolutely not. That's a turn off. That's disgusting.
So then why did you say wait? So you wouldn't either, right? You wouldn't let
No.
Jasmine
So
Jafar
this is
piss
what I
on you?
would do, right? So
If
this
she
is
said, if I can piss on you, we'll fuck.
absolutely not. That's a deal breaker. I got stuff immediately. My mama raised
During
me
maybe,
right.
but no.
But you'll lick armpits.
Absolutely. That's an armpit. Absolutely. You know what's funny? Like, there's no difference between licking the back of your neck and an armpit, in my opinion.
The
No
fuck
difference.
there isn't.
Actually,
Like
yeah, that is.
you know that part between your ear and your head that accumulates all the
Hey,
nasty
Mel.
shit. Hi Mel, how you doing? Like, do you know the part between your head and your ear that accumulates all the dirty shit? I would
Oh,
rather
no.
lick your motherfucking armpit than lick that shit over there. Guarantee you.
You're insane, dude.
One is an erogenous zone and one is just a no-no zone. So I don't get it.
Everything is erogenous on Jafar. I love that woman.
Okay, I do get it now.
Oh,
So
my.
you would lick to death both of her feet in between her
No.
toes.
Nope. We're not going to put words on my mouth. I don't lick motherfucking feet.
Okay, well I thought a sweaty armpit was.
I rather eat motherfucking ass than lick somebody's feet. That shit is degrading.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, can you figure that out?
Wait a minute, what, Easy? What's going on?
Yeah.
I didn't say nothing. Are you a real man? You know what's funny? A real man would eat ass.
Would a real man eats ass?
Yes, from his woman. Like, he has to have boundaries, right? You're not going to be eating like some fucking nasty groceries from everybody. But if he's your woman, that's your woman. I would lick your face. I would bite your, I don't know, hamstring. I
Bite
would,
your hamstring.
yes,
Fuck we
I
done.
would, I would lick the back of your, I would lick the back of your knee if you are my woman. I said, come here, baby.
Then she's just said, "Fatty, I wish you'd really lick my feet. That would really do it for me."
Absolutely not. You need to find another fatty. I know Unc Fatty. You can talk with him, and there's not.
Uncle Fatty, would you
There's
do it?
something degrading about like licking. Like my mouth on the things that you use to walk around this earth. I don't think it's. And if a woman did that to me, is this like he's? I don't know. Maybe I'm not old school, but like I look at it as degrading. And
Uh,
people pissing on each other.
uh,
I don't see no fun in it too. I don't understand what is
a
the kink of people.
couple, but some armpits, Gabe.
If she looks good enough, absolutely. Let's go. Lift that arm, baby. No, 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 no. I don't see no problem.
Grovel in that shit.
Uncle Fatty, I'd like
Come
to
up looking
know
like you
your thought.
jelly donut straight up.
That's wild, bro.
Uncle Fatty's a little wild. What do you
I
think
mean,
about
Fatty, listen. I mean, there's already people seeing these panels. I would suggest though you stop saying out loud that you like eating ass. Just saying.
Absolutely not. There's nothing new under the sun. Like most of these people are eating ass. So I am not a professional ass eater. I
Most
just
of
do it
these
if I have a
people are
girlfriend.
eating ass, he says.
Yes,
most
they are
people
professional.
are.
Yes.
Toes are a different deal.
This
Yeah,
fuck.
those is too much. But if you are my woman, if you're a random woman, you just get like, I don't know, a rub with my hand and something extra.
Yeah, okay. Anyways, besides eating ass,
I'd probably spend about maybe 2 or 3 hours on each one of Lindsay's feet.
Oh my god!
what
God
the fuck,
damn it!
bro?
God damn it, Unc.
Bro. Both fatties,
Oh,
coomers, like
I mean,
crazy.
that's like the highest compliment you could ever get, huh?
Damn, bro.
in some cultures, maybe, yeah.
I
Is there
don't
any
get.
you
Spend 20 minutes on each of her feet, he said. That's wild, dog.
That's impressive. That's dedication.
What do you get by licking like people's feet? Like what is the pleasure that a person gets? 'Cause there's a lot of these
I'm
feet
just gonna
fetishes and all that.
say, if
I don't
dudes
know.
don't
really-
realize that when they're sucking on a toe, right? Just think of the shape of a toe, huh? Yeah. What are you doing?
That's homophobic. That's nope.
Huh?
That's against
Alec?
gay
What?
people.
Homophobic.
Yes, there's
Sucking on each other's
there's
feet.
a no go, sir. You are not
Not
going to
homophobic.
compare. What
No.
if it's the pinky?
So,
What is the analogy with the
me
pinky?
saying something that is similar to a gay action is homophobic?
No, so let me ask you something. If he's not the big toe, then is that okay? Like, cause the big toe is the big toe, right? What if he's
None of
the four?
sucking toes, no sucking toes and licking armpits. Stop
Licking
fucking
armpits is
being
awesome. You never licked, so you don't know what you're missing.
degenerate.
More armpits for me.
Listen, okay? Don't lick armpits. Save
Lindsay,
yourself.
nobody offered to lick your armpit, like, real quick.
Gross.
That's fun. That's just funny. Because the girls saying, why are you doing that? That's just funny. I get like this. I'm
This
telling
is
you,
like, holy fuck.
there's not like what's the like licking an armpit, special of a clean woman. That's nothing. So easy. You don't eat ass, right?
Oh no! And the thing is, I'm trying to help you out, saying even if you did,
Man, this man, I didn't know you were a pussy. Easy, god damn it. This man is a pussy. Doesn't eat ass. God damn it. He was demoted.
bro. Big
A
pussy.
real man doesn't. He's not afraid. Easy.
Mm. A real man is not afraid of eating ass.
Absolutely.
Based.
Absolutely.
That cut out. Say that again. It's just cut out. I got to get a good clean copy of that.
So you're trying to clip it. Yeah, not going to happen. You have to go back, OG.
All right, you guys are fucking coomers.
Feet are a different thing. Yeah, that's and I don't know what it is about feet, but
What's your
never
opinion
had
about golden
never had
showers, Lindsay?
right now. Fucking weird.
And Lindsay doesn't want to give her opinion about golden showers because he doesn't want to confess.
Well, are all the
Fatty.
women in Portugal like total
I find
sluts?
it
Or,
very interesting that you're so interested in these sexual topics.
Absolutely not. I'm not. I don't use YouTube as a dating app. Lindsay knows about it. It's just having fun. It's like
I mean,
10
you
a.m.
literally just asked me if I eat ass.
No, it's because you were trying to
Asking another
shame.
man
No,
if he eats ass seems like a curiosity question.
absolutely not, sir. You said that eating a toe is the same thing as putting something in your mouth. That's actually very suspect, sir. You need to be a man. A real man will never say something like that.
Well, anyways.
Because that's the thing. If it's your woman, her body, there's nothing. Like she can piss the bed, have an accident, all that. Then you're my woman. Hey, man, you're good. Let me carry. I'll give you a shower, baby. It's fine.
Lindsay, is this a pearl earring in your picture here?
Wait, what?
I was asking Lindsay if she's got a pearl earring in her picture.
That's not even her. Is that her?
I'm telling you guys, she's a fucking hologram, and this is all just a ruse.
Look at Lindsay with makeup. And
I'm
her,
trying to see what this earring is. Is this added onto the photo?
I think he's one of those Cristiano Ronaldo, the diamond earrings type of thing. She's just quiet.
Creative witch. Now you just had to go put your mind in the gutter and talk about weird things. That's not where I was going with this. It's trying to change the subject.
I'm going to order some drinks. Tomorrow I'm going to the gym. God damn it.
Wait a minute.
Lindsay,
You're going to order drinks tomorrow and go to the gym? Is this what you said?
I'm going to order some drinks, and then tomorrow I'm going to the gym because you guys peer pressure me into going. So I'm very influenced. But my computer is probably arriving tomorrow, so I need to do a little bit better.
Shit. Okay, so you're ordering the drinks now, and then tomorrow you're going to the gym.
Yes.
To work
Probably.
the drinks off?
Yeah, it's 10 a.m. I think I need a little bit of alcohol just to say goodbye. Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. Being fat is actually awesome because you can eat everything you want. But then you ruin your shit. It's like, oh, you're already fat. Go ahead and repeat that extra.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, but then yes, that is not.
Gain.
You can gain weight.
I can't. No, unless I do a 6 month. If I do a 6 month fucking zip push, I can put on 40 pounds, but it goes away real quick.
You have to come to the Team Fat University. I got you, Uncle.
No, man,
Fatty. Uncle Fatty, you need to eat to gain weight, bro.
No, I eat like
$40 of fast food over Uber Eats is going to do the thing.
No,
I'm telling you.
I eat good.
I'm telling you, Uncle.
10,000. I mean, snowboarding days, I'm burning at least 40,000 calories.
Wait, you snowboard?
I've snowboarded 141 days in a row this year.
Damn.
You just have to eat for an ectomorphic body type because
Yeah.
that's what body type you are.
Who is ectomorphic?
Uncle Fatty.
How do you know? How do you know his body? Lindsay, how do you know his body type and how he look, Lindsay? That's very suspicious.
Here we
Is he saying do you have Lindsay email to Unc?
I feel like I'm on a panel full of women all of a sudden.
Look at him shaming people expressing their sexuality and they lose
You
weight.
don't have to look at his body type. You just got to listen to what he says, which is he has a hard time with weight. And so he would have to go on.
Cigarettes during the Ironman triathlon. I do a triathlon every other year. Like,
yeah, there's some skinny people activities. Right now. There's some damn, what is the word? Metabolism activities. Like people that have slow metabolism don't run marathons. They're a KFC getting their reps up.
Yeah.
Did you do after I said KFC, Unc?
KFC, dude. No. Don't eat that.
That's racist. That's racist. That's very racist. How dare you? KFC is delicious. I actually think.
And I like to shit solid too. I'd rather shit solid than eat chicken.
No, you confusing that shit with motherfucking Taco Bell. You're not talking about KFC.
No, that too. No, none of that.
KFC is awesome. Like KFC is actually pretty good.
No, it's disgusting.
KFC is better than Burger King and McDonald's.
Tell me you've eaten KFC in 90-degree weather and still tell me it was good.
But that's the point.
Grease dripping down your chin. It's 90 degrees and you got like chicken grease all over your chin and your shirt.
Yeah, but you women get a lot of things on your chin and you guys don't complain. That are even gross. So let's go KFC.
You do, man. You got the beard.
Absolutely not. KFC for the win. The tower from KFC and the wraps are pretty good. And I actually think for whatever reason that I don't know, maybe I like chicken more.
Church's chicken is better. Fuck KFC.
Yeah, Church's, Popeye, it's anybody but KFC, dude.
Yeah, but
KFC,
we don't have Popeyes, so fuck y'all.
Either way.
We don't have Popeyes over here. So,
Fatty, would it be true?
You guys remember Boston Market?
Yeah.
Right? You get the bird and all the fixings, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking dropped a bunch of mushies when I was down in Kansas City way 2015, 16. We were chasing tornadoes and chasing hailstorms and dropped a bunch of fucking mushrooms, ended up on the north side of Kansas City proper and just bopped into this fucking Boston Market like we were going to go eat. By the time four carpenters sat down and we sat there and giggled like 2 hours looking at this fucking bird.
That sounds fun. Not going to lie.
I guarantee you
look at chicken anymore, or like
I guarantee you it didn't taste better than KFC. KFC chicken have steroids. They have a bunch of good things for you.
We each ate probably about a good 8 of mushies. Like we were fucking high as fuck, and shouldn't have been out in public probably, but whatever, drinking Jägermeister and shit, and that fucking bird was like dancing on the table and shit. Like we all had this like 4-way experience of watching the same fucking hallucinations for like 2 hours, just sitting there giggling, and finally we're like pretty much asked to
like a table of 4 schoolgirls.
Pretty much, yeah. And Tiny, I mean, Tiny's like 6'8" and probably fucking 340, 60 pounds or something. You know, so he's tiny, I'm fatty, and you know how that works out. Yeah, a bunch of grown ass men sitting there giggling.
You had a great time. I wouldn't.
I will never look at macaroni or fucking any of that stuff the same way.
It's probably disgusting.
That sounds like a great time, but when I want to lick Jafar armpit, now you guys talk shit against me.
It probably tastes like chicken.
No, it doesn't. It tastes like Evan. Stop talking like that about her. Stop talking to her.
The right point, the right time. It's all about timing.
First time I ever got stoned. It was by accident. And my cousin and I both got stoned, and we were, like 12 or 13. And we ate half of a sheet cake together after that. And I didn't eat cake for like 7 years after that, so I know what you mean.
Yeah.
On my dad's pipe, too. Well, we thought it was.
You guys were very adventurous, but
we had fun.
Yeah,
he smoked Captain. Huh?
So smoking drugs out of your dead pipe is okay, but licking armpits is not. Okay, I got you. Let me go on mute again.
Well, let me explain why. Because he usually smoked Captain Black tobacco. So I was imitating him, and he's like this pompous professor type, and I'm imitating him, and I got his little pipe in my mouth, and I'm pretending to be all precocious and professorial and badass like my dad thinks he is. And I actually light up the pipe. I'm like, look at me, I'm Professor so-and-so. And come to find out, I was higher than, I mean, I don't know what was in that pipe, but it was an accident. And I pretty much spent the rest of the day laughing my ass off. And yes, it was really fun. It was an
Pipe
accident.
tobacco will do that to you too. There's
I'm gonna run to the washroom real quick. Y'all be fucking behave yourselves. I'll be right back.
First times.
yeah,
But I look
good
back at
shit.
it like 13-year-olds smoking. You kidding me? I don't know. What were you smoking at 13,
Yeah, we were
Fatty?
smoking by that age for sure. Yeah, all the parents smoked and shit. All
Yeah.
the we'd steal a cigarette and it was like it's like saying about the mania in general. It's that little hit of dopamine that you're just getting away with little tiny things that creates problems over life that become unmanageable expectations, so to say.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, we were
you're-
smoking, drinking, fucking around. All the parents had a liquor cabinet, and all we could always whatever. Sneakily.
Yeah, you're
It's not like
totally
any of the
good.
let us. Making like vodka milkshakes and shit, and getting all drunk on vodka milkshakes. And
But I don't know if you heard what I said a little bit ago, Lindsay. I said, welcome back.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Microsoft wanted to do a bunch of updates right in the middle of me being
That's like annoying if you ask me. Really, one thing I learned about Windows computers is that even if you set it at a precise scheduled time, some updates they just force feed it to you, where you have no other choice but to restart your computer for their updates to be installed, which is a pain in my butt if you ask me.
But if you use Apple products, you have to keep
Yep.
buying more every 3 months or half a year or whatever.
Yeah.
And
Yep, but I'd say Windows is more affordable and the kind of go-to device than Apple is, because you're right. They try to force you into upgrading their newer computer, newer phone, newer iPad, or whatever Apple product that comes out every 3 freaking months, as though you need to have their newest product. Like, come on.
exactly, it's old when it's 3 months old.
Come on, man.
When I think of old, I think of anywhere from 5 to 10 years of usage. And the coffee maker that I have in my home here is actually 7.5 years old. Gonna be 8 years this November.
damn.
That's pretty impressive for longevity
Well,
of a coffee machine.
Nice.
Yeah, Windows will pull you out from whatever you're doing and not warn you or anything.
Easy
And all
doing the ad libs. He's doing like, yeah.
Yeah, bruh.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
that's what he does in bed too. But
What? That's what he does.
Okay.
Nah, I'm not the one making the noise in bed.
oh, Fatty is.
Should be. You ever high five yourself and call out your own name?
What?
Oh, what? Yeah, called out your own name.
Oh, is my mic on?
That's talent.
Yeah.
To the window.
Did a wow.
You got in front of the mirror.
High-fiving yourself.
Lips of my
I'm
balls.
so confused. What do you mean by high five? Yo, Bill's got it. You mean clapping?
No, like high fiving yourself and calling out your own name. I mean, she can't high five. She's got her face
My
buried in the
God,
pillow.
bro.
So, you
You fucking.
don't have to look yourself in the eye in the mirror or anything while you're doing it. You just,
You should
fuck yeah, Patty. Fuck yeah, Patty.
make it fully official. Yeah, go Fatty, go.
Why not?
There's nothing wrong with a little self-motivation.
Hey, whatever it takes.
Whatever.
As long as she can make it clap punk, you can do a self high five to yourself. So you're good.
Yeah,
Take a selfie.
yeah, it's always fun. Yeah,
Take a selfie.
Nobody
Depends.
will know.
Yeah.
Shit. Trying to
Yeah,
get
don't
fatty.
try it that way for sure. Don't ever try it that way.
Take an O-face selfie.
Oh fuck yeah!
Okay, I'm making I'm
Now
making
what
this
the kids are doing
more
now.
awkward. I'm gonna be quiet.
What would a woman find more appetizing? A low groan like a bear, or a fucking howl like a fucking
Appetizing.
like a werewolf?
Good choice of
Like a
word.
werewolf howl.
Maybe a little sound like a sheep too.
That's in
while we're
Montana.
doing
Yeah.
that.
We don't do that.
Okay, it's time for me to mute.
Oh shit. Hey, T.
Oh, let me winks. Oh, let me winks.
We got a new member.
My boy Theo. What's
Let's
up, Theo?
go.
How you doing, brother?
Appreciate you.
Up,
Becoming a
bitches.
member. Let's
Hell yeah.
fucking go. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Theo in the boot diesel. Hey Theo, they're saying that licking armpits of very attractive woman is bad. I don't
Yeah.
understand these people.
Yeah,
Maybe it's cultural. I don't know.
I don't think so, bro.
I don't know.
Like, what do you mean cultural? Like American?
That is I think is a black people thing, white people thing.
I don't think so, bro. I don't think my dad wants to lick armpits either. I can ask him, but I doubt he's gonna agree.
I
with
think it would be understandable. You see what I'm saying? I think I wouldn't get enough pushback from the black community. The white community is reluctant to lick armpits of extremely attractive women.
Yo, so that sounds like some European shit. That's what I'm saying, bro.
That's how you lose them. That's how you lose
Definitely,
them. Is because you are willing, like, oh, that what one man doesn't, another man is willing to do, or something like that. I don't know the same. But it's close enough.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, we were just watching the dudes that are willing to like cave dive in those places that fucking they can never come back
You
from.
see what I'm talking about? That man is a that man will come to this motherfucking table and says, "Yeah, I will never lick an armpit. Get the fuck out of here, you cave diver, motherfucker."
All right, so Patty, 5 second rule on the questions. You got 5 seconds. Name 3 things you would do if you were the opposite sex.
I'm not sure,
I
creative.
will never answer
Beyond
that shit.
the
So
Licking
people,
armpits. I'm not sure where this is. He's really onto it though tonight. He's on it.
Fanny
would lick
trying to
those
get me into saying something questionable so he can clip it and send it to my ops. Nope, not going to do it.
So your
If I
parents.
was a
taboo
woman-
things you would do for money. 3
If I
taboo
was
things
a
you
woman-
would do.
I will give men piggyback rights. I think all the kings deserve a piggyback right, and we never get it. So I will give it if I was a woman.
So you want a girl to give you a piggyback?
I
Right?
want Lindsay to give me a motherfucking piggyback right, and my feet better not be dragging on the floor. I'm
Should I
telling you,
fall down, or is it that unacceptable?
it's
Because it
the
might
next
be a little
step.
difficult.
It's like you do what you need to do, lady. But my Nike Air Force One white ones are dragging on the floor. God damn it, we're going to have a problem.
I think
So-
I could carry you across a river or something like that, like Fabio.
You know what?
On
I'm
your-
starting actually, Fatty. I'm kind of understanding. Like, I would like, after a long, hard stream, my girl to just get on her hands and knees here, and I can just prop my feet up on her back. You know what I'm saying?
You see, piggyback right to the bed and says,
No,
"Look, I got you, baby."
Right. I just wanted to sit there while I prop my feet up.
Nah.
And then girlfriend number 2 can give you a foot rub.
Sandwich ready. No,
So number 1, piggyback ride. Number 2, if I was a woman, what would I give to a man?
shit. I already give enough trouble for everyone having to explain my jokes. They like to call me a misogynist, Fatty. What do you think about this?
I agree 100%. They are right.
This dickhead.
Stone him. Bring the stones. We need the stones, please. Fuck. Like if you believe in gender, this is what like we're talking with Lindsay the other day, because she think like if you believe in gender roles, you are misogynic and misandrist by default.
Nah, misogynist, it means hatred for women.
Hatred of women.
Yeah, that's not.
But there's the thing where as soon as you actually tell something like
Come
like
on,
for
Patty.
example,
You know I've never called you a misogynist.
no, you don't call me things you kind of imply and then you take it back. Like that's what you usually
Well,
do.
that's a straw man right there.
It's like you put it on the
That's
spot,
the way you
very
take it.
close to it, and then when I put the end on it, says no, I didn't say that.
That's all
Quit
your
creating a fight
perception.
that
though.
doesn't exist. Yeah.
It's like the other day when you said
reality.
I
Give us
almost
an
feel.
example, Fatty. Now we need the example. You
Let me
made
give
the
you,
accusation. Now you have to.
and I will do it. I will do it. I got you.
All right, let's go.
I almost feel sorry for you. And then I actually asked her why I didn't say I feel sorry for you. I said I
You're
almost feel
outwardly
sorry for you.
confident.
That's the game that she plays. It's like the 97%, and then she
Hold on.
pulls back.
Let me explain.
Uh-oh.
I
Here
said,
comes the explanation.
well, you can insult me after I say this, but this is what I meant and what I explained to you. I said
Hmm.
your outlook about so many things is so negative, at least it was that night, that I almost feel sorry for you because it can color everything you see. Instead of seeing a beautiful sight with trees with 5 different colors of green in each leaf, you're like, oh, that bush is almost dead. You know what I mean? Just like your perspective on everything is colored when your views about everything are so negative. And that's why I said I felt sorry for you, not because you hate women. I didn't say you hate women.
Yes, but my views on people are realistic. Most of men are shitty. Most of women are shitty. Most of the
your
world,
views are just
there's
your
beautiful things
No,
about the world,
you
and there's
say
terrible things about the world.
realistic, I say pessimistic. Someone might even call it optimistic. I don't
No,
know.
that's yes, but
But
to
you
me, it's
know.
realistic. To me, is a good way. It's realistic.
I
And
appreciate
Whatever it is.
realism because I think I am too. I mean, there's a lot of ugly truths. There's a time and place for each one. And
Really?
I value an ugly truth more than a beautiful lie anytime, because a beautiful lie doesn't, set you up so that you can't make a proper choice because you're already biased and you don't
I
have.
think actually it's the opposite. When you are when you are optimistic about life, you are going to be the set. Like you are going to actually, what is the word when you don't get what you want? Disappointed. Yes, I think
Yeah.
it's actually a way for set you up for failure. Is when your expectations are high. If you have
I don't think-
low
Why
expectations,
can't you be in the middle?
usually you get. Hmm?
A realist is in the middle, actually. It's not all the way over to the
No,
left side.
I know. But who do you think is happier? The person that has low expectations, and if they get like the average, is kind of content, or the people that has high expectations, and if he gets the average, now he's like, oh, this doesn't
So
look
those are
like
my
what.
only choices.
Artists
Huh?
manage the expectation.
I mean, there's so much more to life than you're giving me only 2 choices: complete positivity or complete negativity. Why can't you just be how you want to be and what is, and it, accept and acknowledge what is real to you, even though some of it's negative, and also accept and acknowledge some of the really positive things?
And
Why
that's what I do.
why does it have to be either or?
And that's what I
You
do.
are
I have
really
parts of my
offended by
life that I enjoy a lot, and I'm very positive about it, aka the drinks and the food I'm going to get in 5 minutes when my Uber Eats gets here. But when it comes to relationship with friends and woman and man and whatever, the thing is, there's a lot of gray areas, but for the most part, people are shitty.
Well,
That's,
you know what it is? I think it's most of your streams are kind of controversial, and you kind of give the negative views that you're debating, particularly about women, and so that's maybe why.
and that's wrong. Because if you actually look at my streams and my talking points,
I don't see you in your home. I don't go to Portugal and say, Fatty, you want to hang out? You want to go get a beer? You want to get some onion rings and get to know the other
even if he's
aspects of
extreme.
you.
Even if he's streaming, Lindsay, like I am not I don't want to take woman votes. I don't want women back in the house. I understand why hoes exist, and I'm totally fine with their existence.
I know
I
you
don't.
like those.
Yeah, but there's the thing. If you look at actually what I say woman lead relationships. I am the most woman friendly man on this manosphere shit. I think I have a balanced opinion. The problem is like when I present you both, it seems like you, because you are a woman, you get more like you sticky to the woman part that I say. You don't hear me when I say most men are not leaders. Most men are like you don't hear me when I
Well, you
say that.
never said women are leaders. I wouldn't agree with that
I
either.
absolutely, I literally say all the time, women are the leaders of most of relationships. That's literally what I said.
You
It's
would.
one of my
There's
biggest
no
talking points.
way. Knowing you as long as I've known you and listening to your streams and stuff, there's no way that you would say, "Yeah, a woman leads me in a relationship."
No,
There's
I
no
didn't
way
say
any
me.
guy here.
I didn't say me. I said most men.
You
We
would
talk
not
about
like it.
majority.
You're
No,
only
no, they do lead you though, Fatty, because you just said you would lick a bitch's armpit to get that pussy, so
that's
they
pretty.
do lead
Yeah, but
you.
that's not
Pussy
leading.
leads
That's role
you,
play.
bro. You can sit here and say all you want that not
Mhm.
me. It's not me. What it's really happening is you're talking about yourself, Fatty, and projecting this onto most men.
So you are telling me that motherfucking Jasmine, whatever the name is, came to most men and says, "I
You
just took a
look at an
shower.
average woman
If
and
you
not the
lick my
goddess
so
of.
no, let's do a thought process. Let's say
No, Fatty, no,
okay.
no.
You
No,
see him say
no, I have children with
no.
dimes, bro. I have children with dimes. I've turned down dimes.
Not talking about you.
Chick with big titties and a nice face isn't gonna make me lick her
Not talking
fucking
about you.
armpit to get her pussy. That's the
I was,
fucking stupidest shit I've ever heard in my
I was not
life,
talking
bro.
about you.
Simp shit.
I was not talking about you.
Patty, I think you're a little bit disingenuous here because I cannot possibly see from knowing you that,
Huh?
okay, you and I are a couple, and I say, Fatty, I like you better with long hair. No,
Yes.
quit cutting your hair. And I also like you in blue. I only want you to wear blue. And tomorrow I need you to wake up at 6 a.m. None of
Yes.
this waking up at 10 a.m. thing. And I'm going to need you to get, a second job. And here's how I want you to talk. I don't want you to swear anymore either. There's
Yes.
fat chance in hell that we would be together and that would be okay with you.
Absolutely. You are right. But I'm
Right.
not the majority of men.
So you would not let a woman lead you.
No, I would
Then why are you
delegate.
speaking for other
No, no,
men?
no.
One man just told you that
No,
himself that
no, but I didn't talk about him. I literally said I myself and most men will lick Jafar armpit to get our dick inside of her. That's what I said. I didn't say I would lick her armpit
we're
so I
talking
can
about
get a
leadership in a
relationship with
relationship.
her. I didn't say I would lick her armpit so I can
This
be
has nothing to do with
cuddling. I didn't.
armpits. This has everything to do with leadership.
No, it's
A man,
sexual. What the hell are you talking about? That sexual has nothing to do with leadership.
we just used the word leadership. You used it first.
Lindsay, if you like me to tickle you before sex, I will do it to get it. What the hell? Is that leadership? You say, I like to be tickled before you do something to me. And I say, coochie, coochie, coochie. Are you my leader now? That I did what you want me to do so I can actually get what I want. Come on, you
I'm
guys are
not
being
even gonna.
ridiculous.
I'm not even gonna entertain
You
this.
guys are being ridiculous.
No,
Like,
wait a minute. That's your standard for when you say women lead men. That's your standard. Is women influence the men on what to do and they do it.
including
Your
sex.
standard for how women lead men. And then you
Yes.
say, well, for Jasmine Jafar, if
Mhm.
she says I have to lick her armpit to get her
Yep.
pussy, I'll do
Mhm.
it. So
Yeah.
And 1 second.
women lead you, Fatty.
And then one
That's
second.
the thing.
Well,
It's not
1 second.
most men. Most
Oh,
men
so
would
most
not
men
lick
would
her
lick.
armpit to fuck her.
Most men will lick an ass crack to get a chance at actually
No,
eating that. You
no.
are easy. You are delusional, bro. Like we are telling these men. Like I would literally was talking about the men. Like every time she goes on OnlyFans on Fresh and Fit, her numbers skyrocket on the OnlyFans. Like these men will be willing to crawl into broken glass to get a whiff of her
Again, you're
penis.
in a place where the men are lost men, mostly simp men that are
Okay.
looking for guidance. That's the one place you're going to say, oh, look, because she gets OnlyFans in a place where it's a bunch of simps that are looking for guidance. yeah, you're not saying anything. This is where the people that are gonna buy OnlyFans are there. The people who don't fucking have any guidance on any fucking dynamics with women, right? But in reality, most men are not licking no chick's armpits to get the pussy. They would just find another woman.
They wouldn't if the woman is attractive enough, and that woman is on the
Oh
top
my
of the
God.
pyramid.
Like, let me just
Okay.
quickly say this. I don't need no standard to be a man. I hear men telling other men, "Oh, you need to show some drive," and like all these sorts of other things. Like, I don't need to have none of that. I just need to be my goddamn self. Like, I
There you
could
go.
just go into a bar and just sit down, and if a woman comes up to me and say, "Hey, there, handsome, what's your name?" And I'd be like, "My name is Angel. What's your name?" Lindsay. And then like just communicate. And if we want to step forward in the further direction, then yeah. But I don't need to have no standard, or I don't need to lick a woman's armpit or her licking mine. That just seems gross and this testicle, or if you ask me, it just is like nothing that I would imagine myself doing. But I do hear in talks of relationships on black sectors of YouTube about how they fantasize of effing a woman's pussy and be like, woman, give me that pussy.
Wait.
Oh.
Angel, wait, calm down, Angel. That
Like,
was
I don't
too.
do that whole kind of shit that
That
other
was too
men
specific.
think about. I don't need to have myself be approached in a way that they say is manly. I'm a man just for who I am.
Let's go, Angel. But like the
Hey, let's
thing,
fucking go.
the thing, like the moaning. The moaning was a little bit too much. But it's kind of funny that woman put your motherfucking right balls in their mouth all the time, every time, but me licking an armpit now is too much. Kind of funny. Like, let me go get my food. What'd you say?
That's not a typical erogenous zone, though. You know,
Yeah,
you could
and yeah,
have
you,
it in
and
the
you
neck
know,
or something, someplace unusual like the tummy or the inner thigh or something. That's not
so
exactly
it,
everybody's
it
thing, but
is the asshole an erogenous
some people
area?
think so. But you know what? My stance is you should do.
Oh,
Hold
Lindsay.
on, just a minute. You should
Mhm.
do whatever you're comfortable with doing, and if you want to experiment, good for you. But you should also not have to do anything you don't want to do, like lick an arm.
Absolutely. But
There's
because you
such a
said the
thing as
erogenous area, you know, your ass is probably the like, right?
maybe your ass is. Why don't you try it?
No. No, because that was your standard. That was not my standard. You said that's not an erogenous area. There's
Not typically, no.
I don't know, Lindsay.
Well, it's not. Do a poll. Is an armpit a typically erogenous
No,
area?
absolutely not. But a lot of you guys lie about your sexual things.
Hey,
You guys,
Schultz, you and me.
A lot of you guys lie. So,
God bless.
Patty,
God
if
bless you.
everyone's lying about their sexual things, then how do you have so much knowledge about what people like and don't like?
I have no idea. I like Google it sometimes. Sometimes I go to Twitter.
No, where are
sometimes-
you getting the information from? If everyone's
National
lying?
Geographic. Yesterday I saw two hippos fuck each other. That was beautiful.
To
So
what?
you're getting your information
Hippos.
from hippos?
Yes.
Okay.
That's not sexy, but you know, whatever floats your boat. You're just
Were they
unusual.
hungry hippos?
Yeah, he likes licking armpits and watching hippos fuck. It's
Yes.
Perfectly normal.
There's a very fair and honest depiction of what I like. Thank you very much. Easy. That was
well, that was
Yeah.
yours. That was yours. I was just repeating
Well,
it.
I would say you're just digging this hole deeper, but it's too much of an obvious
There's
pun.
no hole to be dug. I am the
Uncle
hole.
Fatty likes rainbow wings. And
If
mouse
the licking
ears.
of the armpit is a conditional situation, then you're talking about like conditional sex, and there shouldn't ever be like conditions put on it. It should be a mutual thing.
Come on, friend. Like, you guys taking this shit so far. You just, come on, man.
Lick the armpit
God
during.
damn it.
Fatty,
Like
are you
every
coming
scene.
around, bro? Is Uncle Fatty coming around? Ban prostitution, Uncle Fatty?
Uh-oh.
No, Listen.
Yeah, no, there should be no regulations on sex, right? I get it. No
lick the
paying
armpit during sex, not for sex, during sex.
I almost had you, Fatty. You'll come, bro. I'll fix it.
Totally
Hey.
When it's conditional, absolutely not. Not for anyone. But during, absolutely yes.
But the whole licking the armpit, and I'll put it as Ronnie from American Restoration would say, that's fucking weird.
You've been rolled out.
Yes, eating ass is not weird. Eating pussy is not weird. Like everybody on this planet can categorize what you say weird.
Don't twist it up. We didn't say eating pussy is weird. We said,
but some people think it is. So that's the angle. If you can find somebody that says that's
Eddie,
degrading,
you are not a winner. Please pack your bags and leave the sexual island.
I am not a winner. You are?
I'm a winner. Yeah, because I'm against the armpit thing.
Oh, I thought you were getting way more sex than me. Like I thought these are my confessions, but no confession.
No confession.
Okay. Lindsay is celibate. She's a loser. Come here to the loser island. Let's sit together on the same motherfucking boat. Let's go.
Wah, wah.
When people say that I'm not a winner sexually, I always question, like, what are you doing in your real life?
I don't think I would tell a room full of people I don't know very well. You know, there's just something about that. But you're an extrovert. I'm an introvert. So there we go.
You called me an introvert last week.
No,
I change you again.
Ah, good Lord.
I'm always changing, Lindsay. That's like you. One day you hate me, and another day you love me. The another day, like
hey, you're intermittently rude to me and nice to me. I like the nice side. I like it. It's cool.
I like the strong Lindsay. I don't like the insecure. Oh my God, they out to get me. They try to make me look bad, Lindsay. I don't like that one. I like the other one.
When's the last time I said that? They're out to get.
You do that all the time. Like, for example, today you came on the panel and assumed the worst. Like, and you call me pessimist when you actually are the one that thinks that people are out to get you.
I called you a pessimist.
But who called me a pessimist? Easy?
Yeah, it was me. Remember, I said pessimist, optimist.
Yes, but there's the thing. But you don't know me. She kind of does. She has a track record of months of listening to me all day, every day. Like he's
so this is personal. I see what's going on, Fatty.
Is the overall.
Fatty got his heart broken. Explain to us, Fatty. Tell us about it.
No, it's not that. It's me and Liz is like Tom and Jerry, right? We kind of like each other, but we don't. Yeah, but we don't like.
Those motherfuckers were trying to kill each other.
Yes, no, but they were best friends too. Like they kind of like each other, but they have this thing going on where.
Who would like that? I don't like it.
Would you like it?
No, I don't like it. I like the funny and creative and debating, intelligent part of you, but I don't like it when you put me down. No, I mean, is that so hard?
I put myself down, so I have the right to put everybody down, right?
Nah.
You see, the rules for D, but not for me. Let me get my drinks. I'll be right back.
Jeez, what a brat. He just wants to argue, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Well, I still think you're a great person, Lindsay, even though I don't think I'm your type, and I already have someone that I'm talking with in Florida. Where it's long distance as of right now, but I've been speaking with a woman from Florida for nearly a year now. But you're still a great human being as a friend, Lindsay.
Well, thank you very much. I'm really flattered, and that is sweet. And I'm on the opposite coast, so if you get tired of her in Florida, just scoot on over to California.
Well, I'm actually right next to you. I'm in Arizona.
What was that? Anyway, congratulations on your girlfriend. What's her name?
LaToya.
Ah. You got to visit her in Florida because the beaches there.
Well, one of these days, I would love to plan a trip But right now, I don't have any form of job. I've been job hunting / searching for nearly 6 months now, and as of right now, it's hard to get a job wherever you're at in this world. So it's one of the reasons why it's taking so long. And two, there's more to with what I'll know I'll have to do to save up for a trip to Florida one of these days, and it's from the staying of a hotel to the cost of air traveling. But if I had to choose air or bus, I guess I would do bus because I'm not that much of an air traveler. No, I'm not scared of heights or get sickness in the air. I guess I've always just preferred being on the ground.
Yeah, I kind of prefer that myself. But you know what? It's fun. And that's an absolutely a good goal. Save up that money and then you guys can meet. Or maybe she can come halfway and you can go halfway.
I mean, if we could make things where we could meet somewhere right in the middle, then that would make it easier on the both of us. But if she was able to come here before I go there, then that would be better too. But either which way, I know we're going to make it happen to see each other one of these days. And it'll be like finally like what it's like having someone that you're communication with over the phone of finally connecting in person.
There's almost nothing better. But some people would say, don't take the risk because what if it ends out bad and this and that. I say nothing risked, nothing gained, and it's better to have loved and lost.
With no risk, then there's no reward. Whether you get something or not, there ain't no risk if you don't take it.
Exactly my thoughts. Uncle Fatty?
Angel is the most based one on here, bro.
Fucking A.
You got to be brave.
It's because I don't set myself in the kind of position that others do, especially the black men on these spaces, like Jay Prince, just to name one person. I don't set myself in the kind of standards or position as he wants. I just want to have a woman that would want the love between each other and who is looking for a relationship as much as I am and don't care about how much money one person has or what their looks are or what the kind of skin figure or what kind of masculinity that one person has.
Whatever the expectation is.
For who I am, then that's all I'm looking for. And that's what I'm looking for too. If I love her for who she is, as much as I've seen her social media pages and have talked to her, I just love her for the way she sounds, for the way she interacts, for the way she communicates with me, and the sound of her voice is just like the dream tone to die for. Like when music distribution finally finds that one singer, they'll jump at any cost to try to get a record deal with that individual. And she is like that record deal to me, where I don't need no contract signed with her, or she doesn't need anything signed from me. I just love her tone for the way she is, and she just loves me for who I am.
That's what's up, bro.
You're
going to make it happen, buddy.
That's
why you're going to find your queen, bro.
I love the analogy.
A very awesome way of describing that, Angel. That was fucking awesome.
Thank you. I just never put myself in the kind of way that these men try to put themselves in that I think is far-fetched.
You're in your own lane, bro. You got your own lane.
Yeah, exactly.
I wonder if there's any women beating down JP's door. I don't think so.
Angel saw that fork in the road and drove straight. He said, fuck you.
Yep.
Let's go. That's what's up. That's my kind of guy. I like that.
I have nothing to follow that with. That was just brilliant.
You know how you feel, brother? How about that?
That was just, the cherry on top of the badass stream this has been.
I mean, it almost sounds like you may be ending it here, Speakeasy.
Oh, shortly.
I mean, it's pretty late where we're at. Like, what state are you at?
I'm in Canada, so where I am, it's
Oh,
almost 6 a.m.
well, it's almost 2:30 a.m. here in Arizona.
Okay, yeah. So you're a bit behind there on time.
No, he's on time. You're ahead.
Oh, okay. I'm
You're
ahead.
4 hours ahead of me in your Canadian time there, Speakeasy.
Yeah, I'm in the future, bro. Don't worry, it's still
Oh
gonna
my
be
God.
here. Everything will still be good in the next 4 hours. Everything will be good, bro.
Cracked me up. Can we see a picture of her, or is that too personal? Latanya?
I don't have any pictures downloaded, but
Okay.
I'd say maybe like it's not the good the good
Yeah,
thing
you
right
don't want to
now.
share her out,
Right now,
bro.
it's too personal for right now, and
Listen,
whenever the time does come, where
Angel, I get it. When you have diamonds,
yeah,
right? You don't leave them out on your front yard. Okay, you keep
nah,
them in your safe.
correct.
Excuse me.
That is where you keep your diamonds.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
And you don't throw pearls to swine. No offense.
Right.
Anyone.
No pearls in the pig trough.
Yep.
I
Right.
even have to wear a fake pearl. Right.
Hey, Arkansas. I see Arkansas is in the building now there. Speakeasy.
Arkansas. That's cute.
You see, oh, is this your friend Arkansas? They said hi to
Well, she
you.
is another YouTuber that I must subscribe to. But if she subscribed to someone else that shared your stream or found you, then the good on her. But yeah, she's another friend of mine. But I don't know how she found you. But I'm happy she's here.
Well, there you go.
It was a good day for
Everybody's
you.
weird in.
I tried not to be in here ever. I was forced.
Angel talking like a real man.
Yep.
What'd you
Yeah,
say?
even Angel agrees. Men shouldn't be licking no armpits for women. Angel's a real man, okay?
Hey man, winners
Not
win,
for
losers
them.
lose.
With them.
I wonder how much deodorant you have in your system, Fatty.
How much what?
Deodorant?
I
You
would
lick
think
a
a
lot of
lot.
armpits?
I don't know what that means, Lindsay.
People put deodorant under their armpits. And if you
Yes.
have a penchant for licking people's armpits, you must have a deodorant in your system
But did I told that I ever lick somebody armpit?
all the time.
I said that?
Hmm
Okay, I believe you. I believe you.
Fatty, can you or Uncle Fatty, can you give me can you tell me something? What inspired this photo behind you? Give me the actual, like, what inspired Tekashi 69 with the wings behind you there?
I
Mr.
know
Boy.
exactly.
What does the do you mean exactly there, immature ego, when you say toying with autism? Like, there's plenty of like the people that would want to date an autistic person, and one of them, of course, is Latoya, and she actually works with people with
That's
disabilities.
just a troll, Angel. They're trying to say something about us. Don't even ignore those idiots.
But still, I don't think he, immature ego, understands that there's relationships for all kinds of people, including ones with disabilities.
Absolutely.
Oh, for sure. No, I think I think they were making more of a comment towards us, but
Uh,
I think they think we were being mean to you.
well, now, You guys weren't.
Yeah, we just ignore those kind of trolls.
But they did that to me, Angel, and nobody said nothing. They made me
Yeah,
feel.
we make fun of Team Fatty only over here. Uncle Fatty too. Actually, anyone with the name Fatty.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
Toot, toot, toot.
Uncle Fatty, what did you say this inspiration for this photo though is? The mouse with the wings.
It's the monarch gerbil.
They show all
It's a
the time in Japanese
rare-
animes. They very strong, usually
Rare blend.
character.
Rare blended hybrid gerbil butterfly. It's free to fly wherever it wants.
No, for real. What? Come on. No. Uncle Fatty. Is that really the meaning of it? Are you being serious? Or are you
So
just trolling right now?
the butterfly wings, the rainbow wings.
Yeah.
They came off
I
of
can see the picture. I'm asking if, like, what inspired this. You said something about gerbil butterfly
A
flying.
better question will be: were you sober when you did this?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, oh.
Yeah, I stripped those wings off of a butterfly unicorn. And then
A butterfly
all-
unicorn.
right.
What is that?
Well, it's like you see eaZy's
So
bear
I
down here in
just
the
have to
bottom
point
corner.
out those are feathers. I'm guessing these are bird or angel wings, not
Yeah,
butterfly.
those wings are not butterflies. That was like, what is a butterfly?
Angel wings,
uni-
whatever. They were on the back of a. They were on the. Instead of the gerbil head, there was a unicorn head there, and I cropped the unicorn head out of it, and it didn't look right, so I put the gerbil head back in there.
Yeah, but where do we get a butterfly in the middle of all these interactions?
Monarch gerbil.
Where does the butterfly come from?
Finally, we get the
Yeah,
honest
there was a
answer. There was a
Gerbil
picture
right
of a unicorn with wings. I cropped it out and put a gerbil there. Fuck it.
You got the long
Yeah.
story and the short story.
You drop like I don't know,
That is
probably
too
50,
good.
60 gerbil mushies a day at least. Like, why not? You're cute. You're strong and
Gerbil-
powerful. You
Gerbil?
can whatever they want when they want.
Friends, I'm about to bounce. I'm going to watch some TV. I appreciate y'all. I hope you have a great day. Angel,
Right.
keep fighting, Angel. Don't let these men try to get you out of your pet, Angel. Okay?
Well, you have a great day,
Fatty,
family.
you're the one.
You take care. God bless.
And if they do something, especially Lindsay, let me know. I'll
Angel's
come
too
here tomorrow.
smart for you, Team Fatty.
Let's go. I appreciate you, fellas. I see you later.
Thanks for coming, bro.
Have a good day, buddy.
Mods, if any of the mods are there, could you put Team Fatty's channel in the chat? Put Uncle Fatty's channel there as well. Put the Fatty's channels in the chats. All
Yeah,
the
don't
Fatty.
follow me.
Fabi, I
Oh.
thought you were referring to my ethical question, the ethics question. Remember about the butterfly and the wings and the. Do you remember that question?
I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want it? It's an ethics question that
Good
determines whether what kind of person you are. It's just one of those fun ethics questions.
Well, now I feel like you're just about to play some psychological game on me.
am.
But I guess I'll
I
play.
am, but you can see through it. It's not going to be a big trick. Okay, the question is this. You see a brand new butterfly. It's kind of smaller, but it looks perfect to you. It's absolutely beautiful. It's one of those monarch ones. It's fresh. It has dew on its wings. It's absolutely beautiful and perfect looking. And it's on your doorstep. Would you be willing to slowly and painstakingly take off its wings, take off its antenna, each leg, piece by piece, until this butterfly is dead, if it meant that you would get an all expenses paid trip for 6 months to any location of your choice?
Okay, so I see a butterfly, pretty butterfly. I gotta take off its wings and its legs and its
Slowly.
antennas one by one. Go to an all-expensive trip.
In order to get this all expenses paid trip, food, travel, everything, to anywhere you want in the world, say Greece, France, wherever it is.
Yeah.
6 months of free everything.
I'm
Are you-
ripping. I'll do it with my teeth.
Fatty,
I'll eat the whole butterfly. I don't care.
Uncle Fatty, what's your answer on that one if you don't remember it? Well, he's not going to answer. Would it make a
Couldn't do
difference
it.
if? Okay.
I couldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
What about you down there, Angel?
Oh, maybe Angel stepped away for a sec.
Okay. So I don't even have
Yeah.
to tell you what your answer means, right? I mean, it's pretty obvious.
It means I don't give a fuck about bugs. Yeah.
Yep.
And you value bugs and other animals as definitely less down the food chain and less significant as you would human life, obviously.
Oh, 100. Yeah. Human life.
Even though they're part of the ecosystem, however you want to say it. Your pleasure and your need to, seek those pleasures and be hedonistic is greater than the need for a butterfly to live, or any kind of animal that's less than a man or a woman, human.
Have you seen the Butterfly Effect movie?
Yeah, like a butterfly. Yeah, like I'd munch the butterfly. Like I'd put it on a plate, get a fork, a knife, and cut piece by piece.
That's really cute, but okay.
You catch them out in the woods and throw them on fly hooks.
You guys are both crude. Okay, this time it's only 2 weeks vacation, all expenses paid, and it's a dog that you do this to. Is it the same answer? You would do it?
So I gotta tear apart the dog.
You sure do, or kill it somehow.
Piece. And wait, what? Or just kill it? Is that what you just said?
Well, I'll let you cheat, and you can shoot it as a way, because the point still holds the same. Would you shoot a perfectly healthy, young, innocent little puppy for 2 weeks to wherever you want in the world, all expenses paid?
There's nothing wrong with this puppy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
See? It's a situational ethics question, in terms of what do you value more, and where do you draw the line, kind of thing. Just the point is, there's really no right or wrong answer. There's the judgment answer, which says you're a better person if you don't kill animals, right? Or
We created dogs to what they are, right? I think it would be like that's why it's immoral, right? This is an animal, and not only like it's not a bug, it's an animal, and then it's also something that man has created to be man's best friend. Like we've literally, domesticated them and made them to be the way they are for us. I think, yeah, that's that's completely immoral. That's good.
What if you get to heaven, or you were very religious, and you learned all human life, all animal life, all life period is part of the ecosystem, and it's important and meaningful to God? You think God would say anything else than that?
Well, I'd guess I'd ask why he didn't tell me this before. I don't know. Like,
he can't fit a disclaimer message on the back of a butterfly, so you're just going to have to guess what.
No, but that's
anyway. It's just a game you can play with and talk about value systems, and
like everything you know about God comes from somewhere, right? Where does it come from?
If you're you, maybe somebody else doesn't believe in a God, and they would give a different answer.
Well, you just asked based on religion. I thought you said I thought you said if you were religious,
Yeah, I'm just trying to make the point that
even your idea suggests you have to have some idea of God, right? If you get to heaven and God's there, right? Like you already have.
what I'm doing is it's
What's
changing.
heaven if you don't believe in God? You don't.
I don't know. There's some atheists that believe in a heaven. I mean, you don't know. You just don't know what anyone's ever been through and what viewpoints they hold. And so what might be wrong for you, it could be right for me. Or I may say, oh, God, that guy's a dick. He's going to torture an insect just to go to France. You know what? And other people would say, more power to you. Fry it on, a marshmallow. Do it. So it was just a situational ethics question. That's all. Just for fun.
Yeah, I get what you're trying to do with that, but yeah, like with bugs, I have absolutely no give a fucks about a bug. I kill a bug every
That's
day
clear.
of my life for the rest of my life. I don't care.
And it's funny to ask, this is a beautiful new butterfly with everything in its life ahead of him. What really big difference would it make if this was an ugly old butterfly?
Yeah.
If you it's just the connotation of words that you use.
Butterflies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every word can throw you off.
So
now we know.
A lot of fucking grasshoppers back in the day.
Yeah, I've destroyed a lot of crickets.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I lived out in the country and they were disgusting and noisy. Crunch. It just goes with that whole thing about what makes a life valuable or important, and it differs from person to person. Some people won't eat meat at all. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I don't know. I've had I had Vegan on one time to have a debate with me about how veganism is the ethic way to live, and animals, how they're just the same, and like he tried to make these comparisons of
and they have feelings and all that.
Yeah, it was bad. He got torched.
You want to make sure that the meat is ethically grown and harvested, and it fucking vegans.
Yeah, you would say things like, "Oh, well, what if it was a human being that was as slow as an animal? Would you they were mentally deficient and they were only as smart as an animal? Would you think that it's okay to eat them?" And I was like, "It's still a human. You're not changing it from being a human. Like, I don't know what you don't get. Human, animal. Like, there's human up here, animal down here.
But humans are animals at the same time, so no matter what you argue, still
humans and animals are completely different.
Some people think they're
similarities, but we're absolutely a different thing.
Do you think cows are sentient beings?
What is your definition of sentient before I answer?
My definition would be the ability to think and feel and reason based on the feelings.
Consciousness.
Think, feel, and reason?
Think, feel, and reason. For example, say a mom cow has a calf and the calf is crying and the mom reasons that or thinks that it's upset. And so she goes over there and lets the calf drink milk or something.
That's instinct. Animals are incapable of reasoning, right? They're simply
incapable of feelings.
Instinct. Everything they do is motivated by instinct. All of it.
So your dog doesn't love you? He has no feelings? He doesn't cry when you're gone?
That's not reason.
I'm talking about the feeling aspect of it, not reason aspect. I think, okay, look, when you're going to make any decision, you use both reason, logic, and you use emotion too. And that's been empirically proven. It's been proven by dendrites in the brain lighting up. And when people make a decision, both are used, not in the same amount, but both reason and logic are used in most decision making, even if it's whether you're going to have a cupcake or a piece of cake. So
and
why?
intellect, like we're far more intellect than animals.
Well,
That doesn't mean
even
they
without
can't
reason,
feel.
though, sentient
No,
is just all about.
I'm
feelings,
just
different
explaining
feelings.
another difference, right? Like this is the thing, though. Animals are literally incapable of reasoning. Like
I don't know if I buy that.
No, like there's literally like birds that just throw their own babies out of the nest. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna have
That's
too many
instinct,
babies
like you were
here.
saying. That's not reasoning. That's
My
instinct.
instinct. Real love that bird had for its kids, huh? Throwing them out
That's
the
it.
nest.
Maybe
I don't want to have to grab an extra worm. Fuck this bird.
yeah. Yeah.
Like that's literally what they're doing. That's
What are you
not
saying, Patty?
not reason. There's no logic. It's all just instinct that they have, right? Like bears, for instance. I always bring this one up. Like if a male finds a female bear and she's got cubs, that male is gonna kill the cubs, right?
I don't know. I thought the
No,
female
that's what's
would
gonna
attack the
happen.
male.
The male is gonna kill the cubs, grape the female
force the
bear,
kid to
get her
go.
pregnant, and then dip.
How do you know?
They'll love because this is what bears do.
You're
They
a
do.
bear expert.
Well, I'm not a bear expert. I've just researched a lot about bears because I like
Well, I
them.
thought the mom bear or the mom cheetah or the mom whatever it is would automatically
bears,
attack
like-
anybody that comes near her cubs.
Bears don't think
try.
ahead of time, right? Like animals aren't thinking ahead of time of like your dog, you could leave. You think of a dog, right? You can leave your house for 10 minutes, you could leave your house for 10 weeks. And when you come back, it has the same concept of time that you were just gone. It doesn't understand the fucking concept of time even. They don't
But he
even
understands.
they don't even know how to understand their own death is coming, right? That's how
He understands that rolling down a hill in the snow is fun, that it's playing. He knows what it is to play, and he gets excited when he hears that he's going to go to the park. He knows the word park, and so his tail starts wagging. He's acting on that emotion.
yeah, because it's a routine. It's a routine because animals are routine. They used to routine. That's why dogs love having jobs too. They're routine based. It's habitual. Like like you have to build these routines and habits for your dog. That's why they understand walk, that they get to go do a part of what they think is like their job. Dogs go fetch. They think they're doing something for you, right? Huskies, they use them to mush. There's a lot of things that like dogs were actually used for as jobs. This is part of their nature. This is why a lot of the police dogs or German shepherds are used for police dogs. Like a lot of these animals have a purpose, right? It's why we bred them the way we did. There's the stupid breed now that it's like just for the cuteness or whatever, but like they don't have they don't
Would
think.
a pet rock be sentient?
Like, think about this.
No.
Like you've seen probably 100 videos of a dog trying to hump a cat. Like if a dog was thinking, don't you think this dog would be like, oh wait, I can't do this. This is a cat. I'm not even going to be able to have a kid with this cat. Why am I humping this cat? No, the dog doesn't think about that. The dog
I said
it's 4 legs and I can hump it. Woohoo!
He's thinking about busting a nut. That's what he's thinking about. He's thinking about all that stuff later, but he is thinking about it.
there's a difference between feeling and instinct. I get it. But there's nothing to say that animals don't get lonely, for example, even non-herding animals. And you can.
I don't know about non-herd
Right.
animals. I don't think
Yeah.
non-herding animals get lonely. Again, a bear spends 90% of its life alone. I don't think it would do that if they were just lonely all the time, right?
Yeah, they're just roaming around looking for pussies. All they're doing.
Well, not even that, right? Like, yeah, they're doing that and then fucking taking out other fucking dudes to make sure
Okay,
they're
does anyone in chat think animals are sentient beings? Anyone?
Able to feel feelings or sense them usually occurs with phrase like beings or creatures. Makes it
Yeah.
clear that things that do or not have feelings
I think they like it's even. I'm even saying with the feelings part. I wasn't saying they don't have some feelings.
Yeah, the reckoning really isn't in.
But it's the reasoning part that they don't have. They don't have the capability to think think ahead of time, right? Like they don't. A dog will never know that it was bred to the way it was based
I'm
on.
not saying a dog is an all-knowing being.
Right.
They do have
But
the
whales
capacity
know.
to reason, though.
Wait, sorry, what?
Sorry, Fatty. Go ahead.
I just like whales know that they need to go up to north to cold waters to have their babies, and then go back down to warm waters to eat, and then like that whole cycle
That's instinct.
is. Yeah, but there's still it's a.
Oh, you're talking about capacity to reason.
Yeah, but either way, reasoning just isn't necessarily in the definition of sentience at all. Sentient just means the ability to feel, just having.
Okay.
Feelings. So
that's a good point. Then my definition of sentience went too far, and it should be just limited to emotion.
Yeah, just the ability to have feelings. Like ducks are the fucking perfect example. You shoot one duck, and the other one's gonna fucking fly in circles for 2 hours until you shoot it. Geese are the same way. Geese are even worse. Like they will not find another mate. They will roll solo the whole rest of their life.
It's kind of sad.
It's pretty fucking cool, actually. Like whales
So
the same way.
Another thing, how do you prove to me that animals have the ability to communicate amongst each other the way humans do?
I didn't say that.
Well,
I know you didn't. I'm just wondering.
The way
do you think
humans
they
do.
do?
I mean, the way humans do implies
This
that
would be another thing that we have different from them then, right?
this would be a good topic for Friday night, actually.
Like we solve our problems and we learn from our experiences. Animals don't, right? That's why they go and fall into the same traps and shit and fucking do the same.
No, I can give you an example of the opposite of that. They did a study where they had an electric fence and they had a bunch of cows and baby cows in, beyond the fence, so that every time they wanted to go beyond to eat grass on the other side, they would get zapped, they would get electrocuted. And of course that hurts. So eventually what happened is 4 or 5 generations of cows went and gone. And the newest ones knew automatically not to go touch the fence without even touching the fence ever and having learned by cause and effect.
As an instinct, like none of the cows would even go close to the fence.
They were born knowing for after like 5 or 6 generations. And ask me how, I don't know. It's true. It happened. I guess you could look it up. But wouldn't that be an example against his statement?
Yeah, I just don't. I just don't see this as communicating the way we do, right?
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago they filmed.
Yeah, you're right.
Whatever, some big ass monkey that had a wound on its cheek, and the other one went and found a bunch of herbs and leaves and shit and chewed it up and put it on the wound.
Well, he's arguing that that's not an emotional thing; it's something else, reasoning, or I don't know.
Yeah, because so it's kind of like what Are We Not Men here is saying. The distinction is consciousness versus intelligence, right? Like where intelligence is like the ability to like it's often driven by like a task oriented goal, right? It's and that's what the instinct part comes in. This is why animals are able to have an intelligence. But consciousness, it's to do with like It's like it's the state of awareness, you know. It's your mental activity. Like where does your conscious come? Like someone actually, I was actually listening to something the other day. The way they were saying, you know, when you're not talking and you that voice that's in your head,
Yes.
and you can like talk in your head, but you're not saying anything out loud.
Like your conscience, yeah.
Right. What is that? Where do you, like? Do you believe animals have that same thing?
I can't know. I can't know. I mean, I'm not a neurologist studying animals. Would I guess that they have a consciousness? I would say yes or no, simply because they know when they're hungry, they know when they want to be petted, they know when they want to play.
A baby knows when it's hungry too. Cries, wah. It knows when it's hungry. That's an instinct, right? That's just it's a
It's
feature.
a really hard question to ask if I know whether an animal has an internal voice. You know, how could I possibly know?
Right.
Because they know words, and,
Like
and they can recognize our words, and learn why, you know, we there's a lot to this, though. It's not just conscience, but it's consciousness and awareness. There's
Why does he have? Excuse me.
I say all mammals definitely have an awareness that if they bump into something, it's going to hurt. If they get scratched, it's going to hurt. That there's a physical reaction to certain things happening that you can pre-plan not to happen. That proves physical awareness as well as consciousness.
Do you think a animal would be able to understand and be aware of it having ancestors on the other side of the world, or family members?
Yeah.
Sorry, on the other side of the world.
If they have
like a dog would be able to understand that, would be aware of that.
But I think whales can.
You think whales can what?
It shows too when they meet their cousins in the south before they split back up and go their separate ways north. That
So
they remember year after year. They remember.
So there's something built in their biology that helps them sense family members when they're close to each other. Maybe it's like they smell the blood. I don't know what that is, but that's just meeting each other. I'm saying, could they be aware of them having family? Could you explain and make this dog aware that it has a brother dog on the other side of the world, and it would be aware and understand this?
That's not consciousness, though.
You don't think so? What is that? Well, you tell me. You just said it's not.
What if, like plants? Can I answer that, Fatty, or give an idea right now? What if, like plants, like the plants they did a study on, they beat them with a tennis racket every time they went in the greenhouse. They did this week after week after week. Soon, another person would come in and they'd be nice to the plants, talk to them, you know, water them, whatever. Just none of this beating with a racket BS. But then every time the guy with the racket would come into the warehouse, the plants would suddenly, you know, kind of fold over and kind of limp. What would you attribute that to? Are we saying we can measure some kind of energy that equals consciousness? Because how could we do that?
It's like trees in the forest, when they know there's a fire coming, will send signals through the roots miles away.
Tell me how I prove consciousness.
Right.
How do I prove it? How do I prove emotions in animals? Because they clearly haven't done it.
Like, knowing what's right and wrong is.
So if you can't prove it, then why do you assume it?
From knowing a greater effort, like the belief in a greater existence is. Consciousness and having a conscience are I mean, fuck, not only that, but there's like when there's a group effort, when there's a group collective as a whole, right? Consensus gives us conscientiousness, the alert cognitive state in which you are aware of yourself. When you know that you exist, just knowing, like what I said, like knowing that if you bump into something that's going to hurt, that in itself is awareness enough for science to say that you are aware of your surroundings. You have a...
You can argue against that with epistemology. That's
Yeah,
why
I know.
it's just a slippery slope of it is really hard to prove stuff, because somebody in the audience was saying, you know, you spend time with animals and you can just tell. Well, if I gave that reasoning to eaZy, he would say, well, that's an anecdote. And even if 50,000 people share this anecdotal data with you, doesn't mean it's true.
Dogs cry, cats cry, whales cry. Fuck anything that's not
My thing here is
real anymore.
there is a obvious difference between humans and animals. Obvious. It's there's
That doesn't mean that animals can't be sentient beings.
there well
Right.
again,
Which is just having feelings, right? Just the ability to have feelings.
to assume it though, don't you think this is a little bit crazy?
I think you, I don't know, but I think you agree with me on some level that animals are sentient, but I can't prove it to you. That's what I think.
Endowed with feeling.
Is that what you think?
That's what I think. And so I would ask, if you were on the other team, on the other side, if you were me, how would you prove sentience in animals?
I wouldn't. There is none.
Okay. All right. We can't argue against that.
Well,
You're
then,
cheating over here. Hey, I want to debate your view. How do I debate your view?
beings, then, right?
don't know how
Humans
to
would be
back
the only sentient beings. I mean, we could probably agree that like insects and ants probably don't necessarily have like feelings as we would describe them, but there's still something going on with them where they communicate with each other with scent and whatever else, which means that they at least have an awareness that they exist, that they are.
It seems just as presumptuous to me as claiming that there absolutely is or is not a God.
Do you think animals have morals?
Right.
What
Depends
are
on
you
where they're
thinking?
raised, bro.
No,
Depends on
let's
where
do
they're
this.
raised.
Let's do this. You want me to give you the
It all depends on their environment.
how do I show you animals aren't sentient? Do you think animals
No,
have
you should
morals?
not have to prove a negative. You don't have to do that. What I was asking
I'm gonna
you,
do it right now. I'm gonna make you understand. I'm gonna make you believe it too. Do you
This
think
sucks.
animals have morals?
Feeling. It describes feelings that are alive.
Fatty, are you answering, or me, or both?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I don't. No, I absolutely don't mind. If you want to take this one, take it,
If you want,
please. I'm going to get killed.
Share the screen that I got right here, if you want. Describes things that are alive, able to feel and perceive, to show awareness, responsiveness. Awareness or responsiveness. It's just fucking vocabulary.com.
Argument fallacies.
Is that the one that's on there?
Why are you telling me argument fallacies, bro?
Oh, this one.
Oh. Go ahead, read what you were reading.
Feelings.
You can always say
things that are
overgeneralization.
alive, able to feel and perceive, and show awareness or responsiveness. Right? Having the sense makes something sentient. Just having the senses of perception means that they're sentient. able to smell, communicate, touch, see, hear. Whether or not plants
bug
and
is
living
sentient.
things and other
A bug
animals
is sentient.
people are sentient depends on whom you ask, right?
Those flowers Lindsay was talking about earlier that got sang to, those were sentient as well.
I know my bud plants did much better when I had Bob Marley playing in the room. For real.
Yeah, I
All day
bet they
long.
smoked better.
No, they grew better. They grew much better. They did. We'd play jazz on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Bob Marley every other day. And man, they fucking, for real, they.
Do you think those were sentient beings?
I don't know, because whether or not plants and living things and other animals and people are sentient or not depends on whom you ask. Because psychiatry and psychopharmacry would say that we are only products of the chemicals that our brain produces.
Well,
If
that was the case, Fatty,
you know,
then we should take all the murderers out of jail because it's not their fault. They're just a product of the chemicals and the neurons firing off in their brain and the synapses, all that. Like, might as well let all the murderers out, man. They're all innocent. But what I want to know is, do you think animals, like dogs that like have babies and eat their own puppies?
So that would be a generalization. That would be a false dilemma.
We're talking about like animals. Wait, hold up. Talking about animals, right?
Yeah.
Eat their own babies, eat their own shit. Kill each other for fucking. We were watching something the other day about dolphins just fuck around and kill things for fun.
Yeah, dude.
Dolphins have morals. Do you think animals have morals?
If morals are related to conscientiousness, then yes. But as we would describe them, I personally would say it depends on where they're raised, man, because morals are all about where you're raised, right? And how you're raised in your environment, man.
You think the lion at the zoo would be nice to you when you hop in the cage with him? He'd just be like, "Hey, buddy."
Depends on how he was raised, man, and who taught him. Who taught him? Whose God taught him to think that way?
All those killer whales at Marineland were so nice.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Morals, I mean, that's you know how I feel about that word, motherfucker.
You're right, Creative Witch. We can't expect animals to have human morals because animals aren't humans. Thank you. Thank you. Dude, they don't have a consciousness and they don't have a fucking they're not sentient. Thank you.
Then neither
Thank
are we.
you, everyone. Thank you. W's for the night. Wait, hold up. There we go now.
That was easy.
Like the 4th of July.
I don't have a problem admitting defeat with that, but I would rather have come more prepared. Definitely.
Oh shit!
Speakeasy, if you agree with me,
definitely come on anytime and talk about it when you do some more research.
Thank you. Okay.
I've just done this debate before, but the craziest part is I did it on the spot.
Did you win the argument again?
Stephen Gaines is like, that's all he debates all the time.
Yeah.
He randomly shows up to one of my streams one time and he's like, "Hey, I want to debate something with you." At first, he wanted to debate something because he's like, "I see your name's God's favorite. Do you want to debate something about?" I think he said something about Christianity, and I didn't know where he was going to try and go with it. And I'm not equipped to speak for Christianity. I'm not equipped for this, right? Like, I'm not. There's authority you need to go speak to, not me. But then he said, when I said, nah, I'm not really into this, then he said, what about vegan ethics? And I was like, yeah, nah, no one should be a vegan. And he's like, all right, let's do this stuff.
Yeah.
Is he the guy he's just extremely cerebral and very serious, kind of autistic? Is he that guy, the vegetarian guy that you debated with?
Who?
I guess not.
Wait, sorry. Are you asking, what'd you say there, Lindsay? I didn't hear you.
Yeah, the guy that you debated this with, was he that guy that's extremely cerebral and serious and doesn't show any emotion at all?
Yep.
Okay. But did they?
Right. Well, the thing is, if you were to if there was a human that was as dumb as an animal, say, would you be okay with us killing all these humans and eating them? Like, he's got this really weird, like, fucking flat tone. It's a joke.
Isn't there a fallacy for making examples that are extremes and saying, "Nah, fatty, you're wrong because in Ethiopia in this one tribe it's matriarchal, and so therefore, male hegemony is false," or whatever it is you're arguing. Isn't there a fallacy against making your say not because the extreme you can give against it? I mean, the argument you can give against it is extreme.
Yeah.
What is it called?
Yeah. So what aboutism?
Well, you can oversimplify or overcomplicate.
Like when somebody's like, that's the logical fallacy when you're
I just wanted to know which one.
Diverting the attention of the criticism by using that same criticism on someone else, basically.
I mean, really, it could
is that what she said? The exception to the rule? Maybe I heard her wrong then. I thought she was saying...
it's actually called the exception to the rule, huh?
Well, maybe I heard you wrong then. I thought... Was it what I just explained to you?
I think you just lost this entire argument.
No, there was no argument. No. I wake up winning, okay?
Well, the vegan argument always boils down to one thing. I've debated vegans on this before, and it comes down to if you were God and if you had a petri dish and in that petri dish was Earth, let's say, or you had a fish tank and it was a terrarium, right, and that was Earth, would you control everything down to the molecular level, down to the atomic level, everything, always, at all times? Or would you do like a human would do and shake up the snow globe and put it on the thing and then watch it and then come back and say, oh, okay, it needs to be shooken up again, or it needs a little water, or, you come over to your terrarium, you got to trim some dead of the plants off and, whatever, and put some water on it and ignore it and let it do its thing. Because most of the hard vegans would say that the vegan God would control everything down to the molecular level so that everything gets to be happy.
You destroy his argument in 2 seconds, right? Because when you ask him, what do you do with all the animals that eat meat? He says, I'm okay with killing all of those animals. And I say, well, are you okay with eating those animals? He would then say, yes. And I say, okay, then you're okay with eating meat. Fuck off.
But he wants killing the gazelle, though, is the thing. Like, we want the leopard to be nice about killing the gazelle. We want it to be a non-internalized death, right? We don't want it to be.
I tried to walk him down this logic too, where I was like, so what are we doing? Are we just releasing all the cows, or you just release them into the wild and they all fucking start fucking up shit? Is that what you're talking about? All the pigs.
I see, we give them massages and beef.
There's literally
hold on a minute.
They allow you to go gun down the pigs in fucking helicopters because of
Patty. Did you just say massages to the pigs?
Yeah, massages and beer. Yes, turn them into Kobe. Yes, for sure. Massages for all the cows.
There's got to be a quantum mechanics argument against this vegetarian guy.
Because a lot of false analogies that they bring in. Well, if let's pontificate upon well, no, let's just be real about it. It's how it goes. And, vegan or not, just do what the fuck's good for your own body, but definitely do what's good for your own mind. And don't try to convince yourself of something because you want to be something, right? Or you want to be a certain way and classify yourself as X when really you're not even like B or C yet. You're still working on fucking A-.
I'm kind of confused. It sounds like you're talking about transsexuals. Or
in general,
whatever they're called, trans people.
Just in general, that there's vegans, especially. Like I dated a vegan for a long time, and she's
oh Lord,
she identifies as a carrot.
I feel bad for you, bro.
No.
All right, I'm being a smartass. Sorry.
Just this, and we got into this side of this debate because really it all boils down to one thing: if there's going to be ethics in animals, and animals are going to be ethical to each other, so that we can be ethical to them.
It'll never happen.
It's a false dichotomy. It's a false analogy. Yeah. It's a slippery slope. It's an oversimplification. It's a hasty generalization. It's definitely a false dilemma. It's no false. Yeah. You're not really picking on the animal, but it is pretty much an implicit animal. So it just doesn't work. In which case, eat what makes you feel good. Like if you want to be a vegan, but don't fucking get into all this philosophical fucking ways of why you're a vegan. That's what I'm saying. Eat yogurt, have good gut health, because some people live on only meat. Like some people won't eat vegetables. That's all they want to eat is meat. That's what their bodies, for right then. But
I'll eat veggies and stuff, but if I don't have meat, I crave that shit, yo. Like I crave steak if I don't have it. I'm not even lying. I eat steak every day. Okay, I know it sounds like I'm being bougie or something, but I'm really not. I fucking crave that shit. Even if it's not like a full out meal with the steak, like I just eat the steak, and I just have to.
Did you ever get tested for anemia by chance?
What?
Did you ever get tested for anemia? Yeah. Low red blood cells?
Listen, whatever.
Okay. Here it goes.
God made me perfect, okay? Don't worry about it.
God also mentioned
not getting no tests.
No, well, yeah, you got a few more years till you need to get the old test.
Listen, I am close still. Oh, she did. I am close still to the original model of human. Okay, let me tell you why I know this. Okay, my wisdom teeth all grew in, and none of them had to be pulled out. No pain, nothing. Okay, I still am close to the original human. Okay, just telling you. I'm 5 million years old. A vampire.
Yeah. I know. I already signed that contract.
I'm gonna be here forever, bro. Don't believe me?
No,
prove I can die. Prove I can die, fatty. Prove it to me.
Well, isn't that an argumentative fallacy? You can't prove that you can't. Or prove that you can.
Prove I can. No, prove I can die.
Prove that you can.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's all in our heads.
I never die.
Just convince ourselves that we die when. Holy shit! There we go. Whoa. up shuffle. Where'd what's her name go?
What's her name?
Typical.
She's gonna be sad now.
Yeah.
Lindsay's gonna be sad now, bro. How you gonna tell her? Okay, how you gonna tell her that you'll lick both her feet for 20 minutes each, and then you're gonna fucking forget her name? What's wrong with you?
Who? What's her name?
This guy. Fuck. Whose grow up is this, Patty? Is this just a random grow up?
No, it was my buddies over in Spokane. I was over there just like 3 weeks ago. Be up at least probably by middle of next week.
Damn.
They've grown at least a foot. At least a foot from where they're at right now. They're running fucking 300 gallons of water a day just in that one room.
Canal. Lindsay's been on cam before.
And no, she's actually a hologram. She's a fat brown
Oh
dude.
yeah, that's right. The cam was a hologram. That's right. True.
She's in Calcutta, and we're all being played.
She's actually AI.
Close. She's not fully 100% yet, but yeah, close.
She's just an AI program that's been sent here to
Chaos agent.
Yeah, chaos agent. She's a plant.
All of that.
An agent of chaos. Remember the last dork that claimed he was an agent of chaos? Yeah.
Yeah. Remember how that ended up?
Didn't end too good for him, did it?
I'm just hoping that old based Oracle doesn't have the
Lindsay's gonna
same.
get scared now that we said that. We're not calling you for real an agent of chaos. Don't worry. We know you're just a shithead.
Hopefully based Oracle gets a better manager than Mr. Jumby.
We got naked on cam. Shh, Lindsay, come on. Stop telling my secrets, man. Come on. What the hell are you doing? Shh. Shh. It's part of the grift.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah, fucking internet whores are so funny, aren't they?
Facts. You know, speaking of funny, since today was supposed to be Wacka Goofy Wednesday, and it just turned into a wicked ass fucking stream.
It's a pretty crazy night.
Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Do you remember Millionaire Bachelor?
Oh, yeah. Good stuff.
You remember him?
There was the show, right? That was on TV.
No.
Remember, like the dating show, or the character,
the dude that I had on my panel.
Millionaire Bachelor. No. Tonight.
A quick reminder of him with a short that I have of him. Wait, where is it?
Is that earlier today or
No, not today. Yeah, broke bitch bachelor, the wannabe. This dude was such a joke, and he came on here telling everyone like he's this millionaire. He's teaching people the way. He was one of those wannabe gurus, and I stopped him in his path before he could get past 400 subs. I got onto him real quick, and like I seen like the potential of the danger what he could probably turn into if someone didn't catch him quick. So I made sure I was on that shit. But check this out real quick. Watch this. You'll remember him probably. What is the mask made out of? Because like it looks like roses, if I'm not mistaken. Right?
Yeah, that's the concept. I had somebody put the concepts together for me. I wanted to make it something that it pops out when people see it. But I will, the material, I have to keep that a secret. Some things about Millionaire Bachelor has to remain a secret.
Okay, I got you. No problem.
1 hour later.
So nothing you've said tonight was a lie.
No, no lies.
Okay. Can you answer one question? Why didn't you get it in white, bro?
Oh, they got that in white?
Your custom mask, and just look over here and what it's made out of. Right?
Okay, you got it. Great.
Why didn't you get it in white? What is the mask made out of? It looks like roses. If I'm not mistaken.
Keep that again. I had somebody put the concept.
He says he had someone put the concept together. He can't tell us the material, and then I bring it up an hour later.
To make it something that, it pops out when people see it. But I will, the material, I have to keep that a secret. Some things about Millionaire Bachelor has to remain a secret.
Okay, I got you. No problem.
1 hour later.
So nothing you've said tonight was a lie.
No lies.
Okay. Can you answer one question? Why didn't you get it in white, bro?
Oh, they got that in white?
Your custom mask. What's made of? Right?
Okay. Great.
Why didn't you get it in white? What is the mask made out of? Why didn't you get it in white, bro? Too good. Too fucking good, bro.
I don't remember that. I do not. How have I not seen that?
Yeah, man. And he was supposed to come back on the show because he's like, oh, I'm taking a break. I'm building, but I'll come back and I'll prove you wrong, blah, 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 blah. And I keep tabs on him because you know me. I keep my eyes on these things when I come across them. I let them slip away. So one day ago, the reason I lost interest is because I have so much more money than people that are YouTube famous. I just did not feel the need to try to be on someone's level in popularity that I clearly beat in real life. My life is amazing, literally. However, I will push my YouTube soon because I know it's not really about that, my happiness, but saving the people I can reach. See you soon, MB. Shut your stupid ass up. You know you left YouTube because I made you look like a fucking fool. Just so everybody realizes, when I did this to him, after that stream, he stopped streaming and everything for a while. He stopped streaming and everything for a while. He came back, did one stream. I roasted him again when he did that stream, and he stopped again. Tried to send me threats about his legal team is going to come after me. Shut your stupid ass up about legal team. Send them money. Fucking idiot.
Right.
That shit was too good.
And accomplish what? Where'd you find the face mask on? Temu or something?
Yeah, the mask was on Amazon.
Nice.
Yeah, and like he acted like he got it custom made. Can't tell us the material. Fucking idiot. Oh shit.
Supposed to go golfing here in like 4 hours.
You're going golfing?
Yeah, I'm supposed to. But I don't know. See what happens. It's fucking supposed to rain and shit too. All the courses are just getting ready to open up for the year, and got clients and people coming in and shit. The next couple of weeks it's just gonna be fuck crazy. So just left. Fucking hard deadlines.
Hilarious.
Hate this shit. Oh shit.
Sorry, I had my shit. I minimized it by accident. I thought I exited. Golfing with the boys.
Yeah, potentially. Let's see. We got the world's only floating green on the resort golf course over here, and we got the two greenskeepers are coming. Well, I don't know. We'll see what happens, but it's always good to know people that know people that know people. You know, some free rounds. They're not even really officially open for the year yet, so.
So what do they do? What do you mean by officially open? Or do they do like private events?
Well, like Memorial Day is pretty much our cutoff date for weather, especially where we don't have frost in the morning. You're not killing the grass by driving on the grass and just dealing with mold and wet issues and whatever. But another couple of weeks, they'll officially be open to members only. They're members only courses anyways, but yeah, shit. The next couple of weeks are going to be fucking crazy. Fucking dipshit last night. Probably had a good $10,000 loss in it last night. Close to it, at least. Fucking idiots. It's all about managing expectations, bro. Everything. All of life. All of communication is setting forth and managing of expectations.
Yeah. Yeah, set them
Especially
low for
construction.
people so that they don't so that they can't really
Yeah, to a point, but in construction especially, and you know
can't
where
let
your
you
place is
down
at.
if you weren't expecting anything, right?
Yeah, to a point. Not in business though. It's a totally different game. Personal relations aren't the same as babysitting grown fucking men that know what their responsibility is.
No,
in
bro.
general.
What are you talking about? Good business is anytime you meet somebody that could potentially, be a business partner, you got to bitch at them, tell them they ain't shit, and make sure you crucify them, okay? Or else Based Oracle is going to fucking cry, and he's going to be super mad at you for not fucking crucifying those people, okay?
True. But then again, he's kind of a dipshit. So he spent his night arguing with Wi-Fi about what libertarianism is tonight. Like, give me a break. He's gonna get his fucking ass handed to him, and if fucking Andrew wants to make a better fucking deal, I'll give him $1,001, and I'll actually show up. Oh, man.
Just fucking cock block his debate.
I mean, I'm pretty
Price
sure.
is right, his ass.
I'm gonna give it a few more weeks just to make but we could definitely get a bidding war going on. I'm sure Andrew would definitely rather fight me than that dipshit for $1,001. And I actually got a bone to pick.
I don't believe Oracle is gonna show up. I mean, he kind of has to, but for some reason, I just don't see him doing it. It's just there's something. Unless
the move is to show up and say, "Yeah, okay, my bad. You're not a grifter."
Fatty, if you actually wanted to debate Andrew, like on something particular, like, and you really wanted to like prepare and debate him on something, he wouldn't even charge you, dude. Like he's doing it because the reason he's charging. I mean, I don't speak for Andrew, but like from my best guess here, the reason he's charging Oracle is because Oracle went around talking fucking shit. So he said, you know what? You want to be a little backbiter, a little fucking clout chaser, then you're going to fucking pay to come do the debate. Fuck off.
Yeah.
And
it deserves to be that way, 100%.
Yeah, straight the fuck up. Yeah, like Oracle was fucking dude. Like the guy literally calls people emotional while acting emotional. I've never seen that before in my life.
Yeah, him and Flow State got a little bit of a fucking similarity there.
Yeah, yeah. Flow State did that to me not long ago, where he was like, he went and did the live about me, and I was like, what the fuck, dude? And like I listened to a little bit, and I was like, yeah, this is just trash. Whatever, dude.
But in the moment, it happens
My
to the best of everybody.
feelings.
Just Bass has definitely got some work to do if he's gonna. I don't know. The topic just was not smart at all. There's plenty of things he could have pulled out of his ass at the moment that would have been better than that.
Yeah, and the topic is weird. Like, it's a weird topic to want to go in there and thinking you're gonna win. Like, yeah, the topic be Andrew is a grifter and a liar. Oh my lord, here we go. Good luck, buddy.
Let's debate opinions. Great idea. Okay. Let's debate things that are all a matter of perspective. Oh, let's see who wins. Yeah, probably the guy that yells the loudest.
Because he's making a claim of grifting, and like grifting has a definition, so like he's gonna have to really show it. Like he literally last night when Andrew was trying to like get him to say what's the grift, like he basically just said you get money. What?
Yeah.
Everybody who gets money everywhere is a grifter. Fuck it.
He's not telling. The thing is that I doubt he's even watched the debate prep and shit that's been going on before these debates in the past few weeks that Andrew's been doing, and like the new rules on the Crucible Discord page.
Oh, what do you mean? Like how you have to? How there's rules on his Discord?
Well, I mean, there's some new stuff on there that was there before, like a few weeks ago, and is definitely. I think it's trying to make sure that verbal combat isn't getting carried over onto that platform in an everyday format. That there's going to be respectful debates. That there's a time for VK. There's a time to come at each other with the ad homs and the fuck yous and the roasts and the burns, right?
Yeah.
But there's a time to be serious about being a debater and being into this stuff, and it's not about the spurg, right? You stop the spurg is the movement, right? So
yeah, I don't know what rules you're referring to, but yeah, I'm sure that you've seen how he debates. Like he'll throw them back, but he usually it's not the level like I do when I get to a point. Like I've gotten I get better every time, but there's just when I get interrupted a bunch during a debate and like I just don't get to get any words out, there just gets to a point where I'm just like, I just say in my head, like I literally just say the words fuck it and I just start going like, yo, you're a fucking goof. Shut the fuck up. I just
yeah. Especially on your own platform, And even still, when you went over to fucking Quarantos deal, the Kicker Keep, and that dumb fucking kid and his weird partner behind him just spurged out for the first like fucking 5 minutes, and then they're like, all right, see you later, easy, thanks for coming. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, but you barely said a fucking word. They're complete Spurgville, like.
All right. This guy, that's all Andrew does is talk over people. Yeah, you sound like another person that.
Not necessarily, no. I mean,
Andrew
but he does have a way of taking whatever you're going to say and then stopping you and spinning it and then asking you what you were going to say and using that as a point of contention that It's the fucking
Nah, not even that. Dude's just better at debating than a lot of the people that he debates, dude. Like he's just better at it.
study
Like
the person,
a lot of
study
people
the
will
topic.
make up excuses like, "Oh, he talked over me," and it's like, no, he stopped you when you were answering the question. You went on to something and then tried to give 7 other fucking points. Like, you can't do that when you're having a debate, right?
Yep. And that's just, a lot of folks I don't think have even been through like even high school debate, let alone competition debating. And what's going on 90% of the time that I think he's trying to prevent and work towards improving in the entire debate culture is the implicit ad hom bullshit, the argumentative fallacies, the sticking to a topic and not creating these grandiose what ifs, and
well, listen, if you're trying to say he has some tactics to a debate, I definitely, that's everyone has a tactic to a debate, right?
The first rule of debate in an honest debate is learn both sides, because when you show up to the debate, you never know what the moderator is going to have you, which side you're going to be arguing.
Well, yeah, that's the best way to come to the conclusion that you even see your worldview at it, right? Like, I usually the debates that I've prepared for, I'll usually write down questions that I think they're gonna ask me or answers I think they're gonna give to my questions, and I usually get it right because I've already studied that side of it. You know what I mean? So I usually get it correct. There'll be something that's off or misworded, whatever. But a lot of the times, when I write that shit ahead of time, I'll have my answers so quick because I've already written down what they're gonna ask me.
Well, that's because you studied the other side. That's shit. Most people don't even know what they're fucking arguing. It's like fucking Wi-Fi, dude. The guy's just driving me nuts with his libertarian bullshit. He's trying to spin his own little narrative on what the world should be.
I think iFi is kind of like a Zerka almost. John Zerka.
To a
where
point,
half of it is like a troll, the other half he kind of believes it, like it's he'll say some crazy shit all the time that I don't think he actually believes, but he's a good dude in the end,
Yeah, definitely.
Gotta fix his head up, that's all. That's how we do it, bro. It's a lot of work out here. It's a lot of work out here doing these debates, making people see the right world views.
Vocab words mean something, it's all it comes down to. We can't just make up our own words and fly with it.
Sure,
we could try, but then you end up on fucking
bleep blop bloop
BK and getting your ass handed to you.
Facts. You hear the bird? Can you hear that?
I got some good topics for you too. This monastery.org that sends me all this stuff from the what one is this one? Universal Life Church, I think it is. There's some pretty heavy debate topics going on in the upper clergy, so to say. It would be some good BK stuff. I'll click this link for you here.
All right, yeah, or send it to me on the Discord.
Yeah, I'll probably do that. Just same stuff that you've been getting into that all boil down to one way or another. Every fucking argument boils down to ethics and morals and fucking all that other bullshit.
They can go there.
I'll send it.
That's why a lot of time though, when I make I get the
pretty much.
I get this is why I have to make a lot of my arguments from a consequential or a secular worldview. When I debate people, I do it off of this type of worldview, because you can't go into a debate and just say, well, it's immoral to do that, because like someone will be like, well, I don't give a fuck about your morals, you know, like that. So like that leads nowhere a lot of the time, unless you're debating what morals is, right?
Yep. And
that's why I try to stay away from it, because like, especially like lately, I've had a few debates where I notice people try to go, yo, why? Because your God said so. And I'm like, dude, I didn't say anything about God just now. Like, why do you even, what are you bringing that up for? You don't believe in it. Like, what are you trying to argue it for?
I didn't say that, did I?
No, but you always say that. That's different. That's always your argument.
Yeah, it is. It is lately, definitely. I'm fucking hyper focused on something right now. That's on two things actually. We got this fucking shit going on in my hometown. That's, you know what that is. I think we're getting that solved tomorrow. I think it looks like we're gonna have a good local voter turnout, and that's good. And we got the fucking Project 2025.
Fatty's going out, putting out signs.
No.
He's getting the bullhorn. He's going to fuck march, yelling in those streets, telling them what's up.
No, but just, you know, working wherever I can. I was down at the commissioners meeting yesterday and got 2 subdevelopments going in that fucking commissioners don't know what they're doing. And the, you know, the other situation with that other guy that's not going to be an elected official here anymore, which is good. But First Amendment is pretty much what I'm focused on. Just, you know, everybody's allowed to do and be what they want to be. We got this over focus of insecure folks saying that people having let's just say a Pride Month and taking, you know, a weekend out of that month and having a parade or having something at the park, or people just walking down the road dressed differently than what people would consider normal, right?
Yeah.
Is forcing themselves.
I think there is certain ways that they shouldn't be dressing in the roads, though, Fatty.
I know, me too. For sure. I totally, yeah. But it doesn't mean that people that are different are forcing their differences upon us. We have accepted those things to become part of society as progress, right? It's the progressive movement. And that's, it's not about right or left, and it's not about progressive or fucking.
They thought lobotomies were progress too, huh?
Yeah, that's why we don't do them anymore. Fallacy. That's an extreme fallacy. So it's not.
Fatty, I think one day we're gonna look back and say, why the fuck were we?
We're already looking back. We're already looking back
out in the streets. I think that's what they're gonna say.
Yeah, we're already looking back.
Yeah, but even more so in the future. Like, we now think like how barbaric it was, Marine Land. But like 100 years in the future, they're gonna say those fucking humans were retards. You know, they're gonna say that generation was retards. Like, whoever thought it was a good idea to let a bunch of grown men and women flap around naked in the streets and call this a celebration is stupid. This is stupid.
Yeah. So it gets into the argument of regulation.
I mean, we already have it, so I mean,
but it's not working enough, and
that's
it needs
all our right is. It's privilege and regulations.
Yeah, but if regulation is a caring hand and not an iron fist, right? It's like eliminating the prison for profit deal, right? And legalizing drugs and legalizing prostitution and legalizing it to a point where it's regulated with a guiding hand and not an iron fist. Because right now,
the regulation I want on prostitution and drugs, you know, beside weed and you know, the way they're trying to with psilocybin, right? They're doing a lot of different research with helping PTSD, all that. But like the hard drugs and shit, prostitution, my regulation I want on those is bans. That's the regulation, right? It's one rule. You don't have to write a bunch of if they have that many grams, if she wasn't out past this time, if she was recording, no, all that bullshit. There's just too many rules there. One rule, no, NO. It's 2 letters. Easy.
Then it becomes the iron fist of do what I say, you know, and do what.
Yeah, but Fatty, wouldn't you agree that for some things, the iron fist is what's best? For instance, like the guy who is talking to his walls, right? We want to force this guy into a,
Sure, yeah. I mean, to a point, you know.
Yeah, no, I get it. There's definitely a limit to it.
It's just where does the society, you know, if society is agreeing upon these things as we did, you know, it's just that, you know, honestly, up until 7 years ago, is that, you know.
Yeah, so like that's Drinky Poo's bringing up a good example. At first, the decriminalization in Portugal seemed like a good idea. Everything looked at first like it was good,
and it wasn't
regulated. Now they're trying their best to reverse shit because they realized how big of a fuck up it was.
Because it was known, you know, worldwide that it wasn't going to work because there wasn't enough regulation behind it. There wasn't enough checks. There wasn't enough balance for the checks. There wasn't enough. There wasn't a guiding hand.
Look at over here in Canada and BC where they decriminalized and legalized all the drugs. We've had a record high ever for overdoses. Good job. Good job, BC.
That's going to happen. That's unfortunately part of the fucking process. It fucking sucks, but it is. Until the regulations can take place, and again, I would argue for more regulation. And as a libertarian that wants to say fuck the government and fuck authority straight up, the only way around all of this stuff is more regulation and a social construct of inclusivity and not an iron fist of social democracy. It's when the people hold the power, you know, it all boils down to one thing. Every religion is allowed to exist. Every non-religion, when it comes to the queers and the gays, you know what? I don't think anybody is trying to force their gayness down my throat by just walking around and looking the way they want to look and having a parade once in a while and holding hands in public. You know, it's our responsibility as Americans to say, hey, there's going to be different people out there, John Boy, okay? And you need to recognize when you see different people that they get to do them, right? But this is why we think what we think, you know? And there's not
sure they get to do them, but the parade,
we don't have to take our kids down to watch those parades. We don't have to take our kids down to watch those.
Oh, so all the people should have to avoid public areas so that people can have their dicks out. That's
the deal. If the community has agreed that this is going to be the place that's going to happen.
Deal. I didn't sign that deal.
Okay, so you're going to let the city get sued for discrimination, then, is what's going to happen.
Sued for discrimination.
It's the same thing when the Nazis sued my city for discrimination when we denied their permits to have a parade because we didn't agree with what they were going to do during the parade.
Say gay people that have a problem with religious people that are against gay people, right? So gay people, like religion, the different religions that think being gay is wrong, and or engaging in gay sex is wrong. So they're not okay with this, so they don't want to allow a gay person in the church, but they're told they're not allowed to do this because this is hate. So the religion now doesn't have its freedom anymore. You're taking away the religion's freedom.
No.
For the other. Yeah, that's what you're doing.
No.
Well, you are though, right?
No. Liberty and freedom.
Do you think when they put a rainbow flag in a Catholic school, do you think that they are going against the religious freedoms and the religious practices of the Catholics?
Yeah, and I doubt there's any rainbow flags in any Catholic churches or
no. Schools. I said schools.
Or schools.
You don't think so?
I mean, I'm sure there probably is an example.
I bet you there is.
I'm sure there's an example, or you wouldn't bring it up. I don't think that every Catholic church or Catholic school and I don't think any public school is promoting this shit. They're promoting inclusivity, not the gayness itself, right? And the kids are smarter than we are. They understand this shit. And it's like, it's not that we got into this the other night, and I know where you're taking this. So I'm a little reluctant to engage. I'll just say that.
It's all right. I'm gonna shut down soon, anyway. Like it's not. We disagree on some shit. I still love you,
promotion, though. You know what I mean? No, it's not promotion. It's not.
I get what you're saying. I just don't think we need to worry anything about children's sexuality. So any elementary school shouldn't have anything to do with fucking celebrating sexuality. Let me
dive into that. Let me dive into that for a minute, because there's really something to that, and I fucking wholeheartedly agree. And from a lot of the kids' perspective, they wouldn't be talking about any of this shit right now if it wasn't all over in the news.
Mm-hmm.
And what's driving the news is the politics and all the bullshit behind it. We didn't think about this stuff when I was growing up. I know you guys didn't, because it wasn't in the news all the time, right? It wasn't this whole big cultural wedge that's being used. It's a fucking tactic. It's being used by one side. Straight up. We got one side that doesn't think that their God even produces such creatures on earth. That believes that those people are immediately labeled.
Yeah, but what is the whole point of the flag is to promote it. Like, that's literally the point of the flag, is promoting the pride of your sexuality.
I understand that. Yes, I understand that promotion has definitions like that. Yes, I do.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's looked at like again, when it comes to kids, this is where I start drawing lines with this shit, and I think Iron Fist needs to fucking come out, right? Like, this is where we're talking about kids here, right? Like, this is Like, why are kids being like, why are they being questioned and asked about their sexuality, or being like the books that they're putting into these fucking schools now and shit? Like, it all makes no fucking sense unless there's some weird agenda to get kids interested in sexual topics.
Well, the books were there, and they were there for kids that had questions when this was a taboo subject. And now that it's so out in the open and kids are hearing about it at a younger age, they're starting to question things at a younger age, right? So just the overall abundance of rhetoric is trickling down into their information cycle, right? They're hearing it on the TVs.
And social contagion is a real thing, dude.
Yes,
the social
for sure.
contagion is a real thing. I know a lot of people don't want to believe that part, but that's a real fucking thing, right? When all the kids see the one kid who decided to say that he's trans or she's trans,
right,
and how celebrated they get when they come out about this, you don't think other kids want this too? Want that same treatment too? You don't think there's kids that literally are doing it just for the treatment? They're kids. We're talking about kids. I'm not talking about the adults right now. We're talking about kids.
Some of there is. I do. I think some of there that is trickling down in, and it's making a big effect, and it is a harm. Yes, I believe it's a harm. I don't think it's a good thing. When there is real life situations, though, of a boy that doesn't feel right in his own skin, of a girl that doesn't feel right in her own skin, that can see the difference, that has the wherewithal to talk to their parents. There's
literally one of the things, I don't know why we don't. Dude, one of the things we learned about puberty in school was that you question things about yourself, your body, all of this shit. This is one of the things you learned. And like this is also a part of puberty. Like there's so many things that's wrong with trying to like figure out a kid's sexual identity. Fuck off with that. Why are we talking anything about sexuality with kids? Fuck off.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure we both agree that sex and gender are not necessarily the same thing. This way it's really, looked at in the community is that.
But they directly are attached to each other, man. If it wasn't, then there would be no point of trans. There would be you wouldn't have to change what you look like and change what you're wearing and all this shit if gender wasn't attached to sex. This is just stupid. It is attached. Right. There is gender is the socially constructed words. Yes. Okay, sure. Right. But it is related, right? Like we can't say that it's not directly connected to it.
And that is the difference right there.
What's the point of it? And you just giving an argument for everyone who says we shouldn't do it for nobody then. Like
Yeah. But it's that little nuance between the term and the definition that is sex and gender. And there's a
right, just the word trans. Yeah, every time I've had these debates with
a lot of people don't understand what if it's transitioning, right? Or
no, see, the thing is, when I've had these debates with people, they'll say things like, okay, you have a chick that looks like Hulk Hogan. Is this still a chick? Yep, still a chick. I don't understand. Right. They're like, yeah, but they have this, they have that, they have this, they have that. And I'm like, yeah, but when they go to the beach, and they're wearing their bikini, do you see, is there a dick there or no? They'll say, no. Oh, then it's a chick. Well, what? Right. But if you do it the opposite, you can say, well, it looks like a woman, looks like this, until they're in a bikini. Like when you're having a debate about this, it's really damaging to be biologically incorrect. Okay, I'm not gonna go hate somebody who wants to, an adult that wants to do what they want to do with their life, and what helps them feel better mentally. But I'm not gonna be okay with this shit being told to kids in a fucked up manner and being biologically incorrect for the sense of just like there's a time where we have being respectful of people's how they're gonna feel. There's a time for that. When you're actually having a discussion about these topics, it's not the time.
Yeah. I think my generation, I honestly think there's two sides to Gen X. There's the butt rockers and the grungers. And the butt rockers are still kind of in this hardcore, thing where a lot of the Gen Xers turned into, I'm never going to tell my kids no. I don't ever want to have to tell my kids no. And raised a bunch of pussies. And now those kids are starting to have kids that are turning into even bigger pussies. And in general, we're not training kids to deal with their feelings, their emotions, let alone sexuality, and we've got all these adult topics coming into this politically charged hate-osphere that is going to be the next, 6 months, 7 months. And a real focus on hate, a real focus on labeling other people by people that, based Oracle's argument, right? By people that want to call themselves holier than thou, by people that want to hold themselves in a higher regard, to a God that tells them not to judge people and not to throw the first stone. Yet that's exactly what, for the most part, just people are doing.
That's wrong. That's wrong, Fatty. See, Fatty, I'm going to have to sit down with you and explain this to you. God does judge himself, right? And for him to for you to think he's telling you not to judge, that doesn't make sense, right? What would be the point?
The words of Jesus are straight up.
What do you think? You think he's saying not to judge the sinners? Like just let the sinners be good. That's what you think he's saying?
I'm talking red letter versus the man's word, right? Jesus's words, right? Are you going to throw the first stone? Judge not, lest ye be judged. Like I want to stick to the red letters when it comes to this type of stuff, because we can pull Old Testament, we could pull Leviticus, we could pull Acts, we could pull Psalms, but the red letters are what Christianity is really all about. And
so here, you want to? How about this? You want to use Jesus's words? Do not judge according to appearance, but judge with righteous judgment. What do you think righteous judgment is? That he's still telling you to judge. God himself, Jesus, he's telling you to judge.
Yeah.
He's literally telling you to do it. Judge with righteous judgment.
How hardcore do you want to make your righteousness is what it comes down to. Because again, in America, we want everybody to be able to exist.
In righteousness, the law of Moses says, in righteousness, you shall judge your neighbor. I know you're saying you wanted to stick to Jesus. I'm just showing you how there's lots of places in the Bible that literally tells you to judge, right? Yeah. So I think it's about the righteous judgment.
It is. That's where do you draw the line for righteous? This is what James Madison spent his whole life going over. Was how do we adopt a program where we're not including all of this religious jargon into politics and having this political, kings are not gods. That's what they were trying to move away from, was the Pope and a king thought that both thought they were the right side of God, right? That there was 4 atheists, self-described atheists, that signed the Declaration. There was 2 Catholics, and there was 8 different other kinds of Christianity. So, there was 11 types of people signed the Declaration out of the 53 signers. Which one of those 11 types were we supposed to adopt? And none of them wanted theirs to be the one that was adopted. So it's,
sorry, I was just finding you another one of so this is where I'm guessing a lot of the people take the you're not supposed to judge thing, right? So do not judge, or you too will be judged. This is Matthew 7. Do not judge, or you too will be judged. For in the same way you judge others, you will be judged. And with the measure you use, it will be measured to you, right? So people take this as, oh, you're not supposed to judge people. But he's literally, it's particularly about hypocritical judgment. That's what that's about. Hypocritical judgment. So, like, again, this is another example of Jesus telling you to be judgmental, but don't be a hypocrite. Like, don't say someone's doing something while you're doing it too, right? That's that part, right?
Yep. And that's even been cross-referenced.
Like, you're going to be judged the same way you're doing it. That's the whole point of it. It's about righteous judgment, bro. There's so much about actually giving judgment. Like, he's commanding you to judge people. It's the opposite of what people always say. Like, oh, don't. In the Bible, you're not supposed to be judgmental, but it's actually like literally in the Bible, it's Christians are called to judge. Like they are the judge. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, to a point. They are, yeah. And there's, that same verse in Luke is worded with the word "don't." There's a lot of nuances with this stuff, because you got 4 different guys that all told the same stories of Jesus, and then you got Luke, and then you got Paul, who doesn't have red letter verses, but is talking in third person. 2/3 of the New Testament is the actual words of Jesus spoken from 4 different points of view, 4 different perspectives. So there's, Mandela effect stuff that's coming out that really can be solved just by different translations of 4 different guys, plus Paul. And
do not give what is holy to the dogs, nor cast your pearls before the swine.
Yeah. Who's to say
you can't identify dogs without judging, neither can you determine a swine without judging. Right? So this means it's judgment. Right? By the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, every word may be established. Judgment. Yeah. It's all about judgment, dude. It's literally,
which is basically another word for discernment, which we don't have to be critical in our judgment, right? Judgment is just, it is what it is. We do it every day for everything. I can judge whether or not I want to drink milk or soda pop right now, like depending on how, judging how my stomach feels right now. So it's just discernment. It's critical thinking skills. It's when we get critical of each other, especially in those hypocritical situations. And more than anything else, what I don't like is when the 4 black ministers and the 1 black Catholic priest have been ran out of my area by so-called Christians who, you know, and say stupid shit like, my God doesn't create such things. It's more about how do we move forward? You know, it's not about, I agree with you on a lot of this stuff. You know, I do. I don't believe in degeneracy. I think there's ways that society needs to be improved.
Paul says, he who is spiritual judges all things.
Yeah. Everything we do is a judgment.
Yeah, I think you gotta
but we're not
you gotta take it in a different way, man, because it's not that it's not that it's holier than thou. Or this is another thing I do hear a lot, and you know, I don't think very many, you know, maybe Joel Osteen, someone like that, or whatever that dude's name is, the guy that fucking with the big church. Maybe these guys would think they're perfect. Maybe those kind of religious people would think they're perfect. But like, I'm sure you're not gonna find very many, if any, Christians or even other religions for that matter that are gonna say they're perfect people. But like, yeah, I haven't met any Christians that say, yeah, I'm perfect. Like they
right.
I mean, we live like the belief is that Jesus, being God, came here for our sins. What he did was for our sins, put our sins on his back, felt the pain of our sins for us, right?
And the
like
sins of others.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, and the sins of others, you know, because it's not just ours, it's the sins of everybody. It's the sins of all, you know, and I just...
Right, so it's not that
I believe in those concepts.
Holier than thou. It's a like, guidance. It's you know, sometimes you gotta, you know, that's how you've seen my approach with shit. Sometimes I just gotta fucking yell it at people so they fucking get it.
It's the arrogance of the church. It's not the church. It's the arrogance of the individual parish members. Right.
Well, there's definitely I can concede to you that there's people who use Christianity that are grifters or are fucking using it for a nefarious reason or a cover up for themselves. They identify it, but they don't believe in it whatsoever. Like there is people like that, but not the majority of.
No, but the majority right now is using the Bible as ammunition. And the Bible's not ammunition. It's a fucking shining light that attracts the moth, that attracts the butterfly, that attracts the hummingbirds. It's not ammunition.
Well, you know how to find, you can pick those people out real easy when it's used as like as ammunition or a cover up for something else. Like you usually find it out once you dig in a little deeper, right? But I think a lot of people get turned off right when they hear somebody is a Christian, or even like if I was to debate someone who's a Muslim, I wouldn't be right away like, fuck this guy. I'm not fucking, because if I do that, you're already going in with the wrong way to approach it, right? You're going to come in with like, yo, fuck your God, man. Like, what the fuck you talking about? I like, you know, like you're just going to go into it with a whole stupid approach. How are you going to reach anybody like this?
The minute you label your opponent evil, you lose.
Well, I think it's making assumptions is what I'm trying to say.
It is.
Right? That's like saying that, like, you know, someone thinks they're holier than thou just because they identify as Christian. I think that's a bad move on your part. You know what I mean? Like, I think you should take it into consideration, like, you know, not always think that's what they're thinking.
A lot of, yeah, and not assume, because, and by me doing this, right, I am judging, right? So I realize the hypocrisy there of saying that, I'm judging you for being judgmental in an argument when I'm saying we shouldn't judge each other, right? That there is catch-22s all over the place when it comes to this implementation of the First Amendment. That's Congress shall pass no law declaring a national religion, declaring a religion, declaring that we are this. And by doing so, we are inherently saying nobody else has the right to exist. And the shit that's going on with Project 2025.
I think you take it. I think you think into it a little more extreme.
Yeah, I am, and I'm definitely deep into a couple of communities, places, whatever we want to call it.
Like, you'd agree that every religion has had a periods of time with radical versions of people who, again, took the religion and used it for nefarious purposes. Like, you'd agree to this, right?
There was, to an extent,
right. So, like, this is a thing I think a lot of people also use to shut down, like, things like Christianity. Well, they'll mention, like, there was Christians that were just going and killing everybody if they didn't fucking. Yes, there was this in every fucking tribe, religion. This has happened everywhere over the world since human beings started, right? Like, this, again, that's the story of human beings, where the whole Bible, if like, point, though, as I understand it, is God reaching out to his rebellious children to guide them back to him. This is what the Bible is. And a lot of people try to make it into a bunch of bullshit. And you'll get this, you'll get those freaks that have, like, all the private jets and the fucking mega churches. And you're like, well, this is not right. These people, they can't be fucking believe that's not religious, like, that's not a fucking Christian. That, like, who the fuck? But that's right. You're right when you say he's not a Christian, and you shouldn't think those type of people represent Christianity at all. Fuck those type of people.
Right.
Those are greedy fucking little gremlins.
And that's another point of what, what I declare righteous is not that, right? But in the moment, dude, I went to Kenneth Copeland's church when we were down chasing Hale. I think it was in 14 or 15 that we went there, and there's a lot of energy that comes out of those places. And when you're in the moment and you're in the crowd, and I mean, there is something to be said about all of that, and I'm not against any of that. Like, the problem that we have right now is we've got this overwhelming amount of fucking political rhetoric in the churches. We got preachers preaching red pill from the pulpit. And it's not, I think that's more harmful to society right now, due to the fact that that's what's pumping the fear. Okay. The fear mongering against what they don't understand is what's driving all of this rhetoric into the children these days. It's the anti-movement that is being the loudest, right? It's not the allow us to exist movement that's being the loudest. It's just not what's fucking going on, right? We got a bunch of scared fucking pussy fucking Christians that just don't want to accept other people. And we're talking about, like, their argument, okay? Why do we have to cater to the fucking less than 1%? Well, because this is America and that's what we do. This is what we've been the shining light for, is that, that's kind of a Jesus thing, is being inclusive and being peaceful, allowing people to come into the church on their own path and not fucking with anybody else's path. That's one thing that Jesus was very clear about, is yes, you do need to come to me. But you are on your own path. And you have the right to not come to me. You have the right to choose to not to come to me. But we don't call each other out along the path. We help each other along the path. We don't throw sticks in each other's ways and create obstacles.
Have you? So I'm guessing you've done some type of research into religion, but like, have you ever like went and like ever tried to like get guidance in anything at all?
Oh yeah. The first ordainship I did was a 2-year program. Second one was like an extra 6 months on top of the first. The third one I did was with Universal Life Church. That was a 9-month deal. But yeah,
who's Carpenter talking to? Is this guy in the chat's just Spurgeon? Is this guy okay?
I don't know. I've been looking.
Like, listen to him in the chat. He's just Spurgeon. I'll be at your church next week. Send your people. What church are you gonna be at, bro? Whose church are you gonna be at exactly?
Yeah, my church is out in the woods, bro. You should come out. It's real nice this time of year.
I think you should be specific so we could all stay away from that church, and I can tell all my people to stay away from that church too. I mean, I mean, it's not usually a good thing when someone's Spurgeon saying they're going to a church. Usually bad things happen after this. Just saying. It's weird. It's like he's just Spurgeon out about Andrew right now. Like, it's so weird.
Wow. Nice beard, though.
Some and see for yourself, Fatty. Some and see for yourself. I'm awking to the chat.
Yeah.
Fuck y'all do the same shit.
I like to look at it this way. There's 300, maybe 320 religions, 4,000 gods worshiped today on earth. Jesus is about close to the biggest one. You combine all the rest of them together, right?
Fatty, let me ask you something. If you would have had a moment like I had, you heard my story. I told you my story about when I found the pendant and the angel, and if you had experienced something like this, would this have turned you to God? You think?
I've had a bunch of them like that.
So what stops you from believing God? If you've had these experiences?
Perspective.
Well, what do you mean by that?
Different experiences. A lot of rationalizations and justifications. A lot of cop-outs. A lot of pure angst. I think more so probably just a willingness more so to want love to win and not want perpetual hate to drive people individually into a social construct like what we're getting to today of this just inability for people to even communicate on a civil social level. The instant judgment that comes when you see somebody different than you.
But this is from humans. Like you said, you had experience is kind of like what I went through. I'm wondering, like, why does the humans stop you from those messages you got from something that clearly couldn't have been humans?
Epiphania, finding patterns and stuff that
you kind of putting patterns together that aren't exactly there.
I mean, trying to put meaning, it's like circumstantial stuff. It basically says that circumstances are divine.
Is it kind of like you feel like you need something more solid?
Well, it's free will stuff. It's like what I was going back to about the whole vegan debate. You know, to me, if there's one individual divine God controlling everything that we're being told that we know, right? Including like all the stuff coming out of the James Webb Telescope and all the new shit coming out about the whole space movement and shit in the past few months. It's pretty fucking incredible if you believe that, right?
Yeah, there's certain things, like, I'm not saying space itself is fake. I mean, but the amount that we're in space, this is what I question.
Sure. Yeah.
But
just the overwhelming information that we think that we know, that we have this collective, and you know, we have this at least now worldwide agreement that Einstein was wrong, but we're getting really close to figuring his shit out. And we've got other new shit coming out with dark matter and quantum stuff. We've got the Higgs-on particles. I mean, all this shit's kind of coming together where the academic science folks are really seeing shit in a godly way. That's one of the things that's kind of really going on in the church right now, is that the scientists are starting to really be able to prove that there is God, and prove the mathematics behind how shit is divine.
So what I'm feeling like when I hear these answers is that I feel like you just feel like I think you feel like you haven't had enough evidence that would be good enough for you to
that, and I think there's counter evidence too. There's a lot of counter evidence that the Hindus and Buddhists don't believe that you judge people just because they want to feel how they feel inside.
I want to ask, and if you don't want to answer, that's fine. Is it have anything to do with, like, you just feeling like you don't fit in with people who are religious?
No, it's more so some, like, perspective. Okay, we used to pick on this kid through middle school and up into high school, and never really knew anything other than the word fag and the word gay, right? Because that was the 90s, right?
Yeah.
There was no transitioning. There was no transgender. These terms didn't exist, right? There was gay and there was straight and there was beat the kid up and there was not beat the kid up. Not that we beat the kid up, but, like, you know, dodgeballs went into his face on purpose instead of
yeah. No, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
The implicit, you know, the nagging, the teasing, the poking, the you know, the shit. You know, everybody in one way or another was a high school bully. Everybody bullied somebody. This kid was the brunt of it, you know. Threw a rope over the light pole at lunchtime, tied it to his truck bumper. We're going to find out it's actually a girl. So, you know, my whole kind of 4-year class there had that rude awakening of, that's where we all learned about that word, you know, and just that concept. Real sheltered kind of community, not, you know, a lot of the social rhetoric, right? Wasn't there. There wasn't this ungodly amount of information being bombarded at us by the television, by media in general. You know, we've gone in my lifetime from envelopes to pagers and cranked phones to spilling upside down on pagers to texting. There's no emotion in a text. You know, all this shit gets drawn. Like, I could read anything. How about this? I could pick out one line of anything Lindsay said in chat tonight and skew it way the fuck out of anything that was meant to happen. Our communication skills are in whole as a humanity diminishing. And my desire to go to a place called heaven is not driving me like it used to. And I just don't see the fucking... I see the grift. I was part of the grift. Took part in the grift.
See, I think you
with guys that knew they were grifting, you know?
You had bad experiences with it. I get what you're saying.
Sure.
I get what you're trying to
point
say.
too, where I'm trying to study other religions, and I'm trying to look at other points of view more so to find similarity, because there's nothing but similarity in all of this. There's no God that's ever existed. There's no God that exists today that says you get to know everything and...
Do you believe in a God at all? Do you believe in a creator?
As of right
Do you
now, yeah,
believe
there's
that
something out there.
something created us?
Yeah, sure. It's not in a traditional way that...
Well, it's not sure. I'm just asking you your belief. I'm just asking you, do you like...
My God allows 4,200 other gods to exist on Earth today, or invented those gods, I guess, and the 300 or so religions that there are on Earth today. Not just one.
Daddy, I understand what you're saying here. I'm asking you though. Do you believe that there's
a higher something? Yeah. But I have a real hard time believing what I want to believe. That there is one singular thing that's controlling everything that we can possibly think about, or at least created everything that we can possibly even say that we think we possibly know. Our brains can't even fathom tomorrow when it comes down to it. You know, and we're pushing ourselves to try to come up with these things that in reality are just our way of coping with our own environment. Control is an illusion. We're not in control of shit. We can control these individual little fucking things, sure.
Well, there's no religion that says we're in like control of what happens. That's not
exactly. That's where I'm going. Is we don't know. Every religion tells us we don't know. We're not supposed to know. We're not here to know. We're not here to find out. We're just here to be good people. So it comes down to what do you think is good and what do you think is bad, and what is a good way to treat people and what's a bad way to treat people. And we can, say treating people in an inclusive way has impacted society kind of in a negative way, right? But it's done that only because of the pushback and the automatic negative instead of the automatic positive. The waking up in the morning and saying, today's going to fucking suck attitude. Just the attitude of people in general is negatively focused. And the pendulum swings around the whole fucking earth. It swings about every...
What if you just woke up every morning, Fatty, and said, thank God for letting me wake up today on earth?
I do. I fucking do. And I do all day long. Really, a lot of why I even come onto this stuff is so I can get some negativity in my life to bring down the fucking positive vibes, because I am fucking wired. Straight up. Like, I could run a fucking marathon tomorrow right now. I could go for a 24-hour run right now. Feel just fine. Fucking eat like a fucking horse. I fucking eat very well. I sleep, fucking 3-hour naps, 2 to 3-hour naps a day. I don't need long sleep. I fucking read. I fucking create. I build. I'm always on the move. My brain doesn't fucking stop if I wanted it to. I have noticed something though too after COVID that I went through a 3-day deal with that, and there's definitely some rewiring. There's definitely some weird shit going on that I'm gonna go into another time. But these guys have been fucking calling me for the past hour, so better get my ass on the move. I got fucking 3 crews.
Yeah, I've been
overnight.
fucking
4-hour crews going right now. I got
12 and a half hours, bruh.
Fucking A. Oh, I didn't even see your shit up there. Should have got you off earlier.
That's okay. That's okay. It happens, bro. It happens. I've been putting, like I said, when I had some things I was going through at the beginning of the year there, so I had some slowdown. So, I'm just making up for some missed time,
Yeah, well, yeah. That's all right. There's nothing wrong. Fucking.
And it's been fucking great. Like, dude, like, I don't know if you were here for the whole stream, but like, I mean, like, we're just chilling. Andrew pops on to come and have a chill chat instead of, like it wasn't just like a debate. He was coming to, he just came to have a chill chat. Cool. Like, cool. The streams over here are just always, you never know what's going to happen, dude. You never know what's going to happen. I find a crazy panel. I make some new friends. It's like, it's
been a cool, I mean, shit, even just the past month or two. Like, I was saying this, I called this shit, right before the eclipse, we had all that weird squared energy in the universe and people were really spurged out. And now we're 6 weeks after the eclipse, 5 weeks or something. And everybody's calming back down. We're getting some unity built and solar flares, dude. Solar flares. Have you checked out the northern lights the past 2 weeks? There's a lot of ions, a lot of positively charged ions coming into our atmosphere, and the northern lights prove that the sun exists, at least to me. So I know that there's a lot more positivity in the past couple of weeks.
Patty, maybe this is the process of God returning, buddy.
Or it's just Mother Nature cracking the fucking whip.
I just have to fuck with you, bro.
But either way, it's not for us to know, right? It's just for us to be good people and just for us to.
Alicia, yes. Andrew popped on earlier.
Sorry, our brother, and yeah, no, that was awesome of Andrew to do that. I really thought that somebody was going to bop over and the other fucktards would be over here trying to spurg out within.
I would have asked Andrew if he wanted them up first, anyways, because like this wasn't verbal combat or nothing. They couldn't just show up and fuck up the show like that. You know what I mean? I wasn't.
That's something. There's not a lot of conversations going on online. There's conversations going on here. Mel's for sure. Maybe a couple other joints, but like for the most part, everybody's just in this debate me, bro, fucking bullshit culture, and there's a time to move past all that stuff and a time for it to be on the table, like every Friday, right here on the Speak Easy program. Verbal combat, sub up bitches.
Facts. Let's fucking go.
We need more roasting. We need to figure out how to get more like.
Oh, we've been getting a lot of new faces over here recently. I'm sure it's a matter of time before the new faces start popping up.
Oh yeah. Spurg
and Nation. I've been promoting the verbal combat more and explaining it more, so I'm sure we'll eventually. It's just a matter of time for the fucking. It gets real fucking wild.
School's getting out here, and people got summertime shit coming up. Yeah, that's the Fat Panda Sticky Frog guys that are over in Spokane. The Mormons, dude. The biggest investment in Washington State for growing operations is the Mormon community.
Yeah, I got a buddy that when his grandfather passed, he gave him a big plot of land. Like he left him behind a big plot of land, and he was gonna, start building on it. And it was right when weed got legalized here in Canada, and the government was looking for people with land to grow weed for them.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he just got the fucking gold mine dude's fucking cake, and now doesn't have to do shit really except take care of plants.
Yeah, I mean it's a process. It took us, I don't know, that greenhouse. Shit, that was almost a 9-month build. That was a full season build. All the windows and all the tracks and all the mechanical shit is just fuck all that. Doing warehouses, just building out warehouses now. It's for fuck using the sun. Lights grow better anyways.
Yeah, I can just go in my backyard and grow it right there, bro.
Yep. Yeah, and my governor just made it minimum mandatory. Just went from $300 to $420 for minimum mandatory possession of marijuana. Just raised the fines as all the rest of the states are now legal. So we're now an island state again with a bunch of fucking idiots that want to tell their, we need to get God out of politics. That's what it's all about. It's what it's all about. We need to get this shit out of politics. We need to get the politics out of the church. Yeah. It can be a part of society and it can be a part of everything else, but
K Hopper says still live. I've been catching Z's. Yeah, I know. I gotta wrap up. I'm a fucking
basis what it's all about. I'm gonna fucking
catch some Z's myself.
My place, my page, and play some fucking reggae for a little while. And
you gonna stream for a bit? Oh, he dips, motherfucker. Motherfucker. All right. Listen, everyone, this has been a fucking awesome stream. Absolutely amazing. I know we didn't, Glenn ended up coming up. We didn't completely finish when Andrew was on yesterday going at Oracle, but you can always go to yesterday's stream, check that one out. I have it all time stamped for you there. I will timestamp tonight as well. I'm gonna go catch some Z's myself because it's already 8 a.m. So I'm only getting 3 hours today. I'm only gonna get 3 hours of sleep today, but that's okay. That's okay. Tonight, Thursdays, this is when we're gonna be doing our first, and because like I said, we want to give a little extra to everyone who's a member. So tonight will be a members only live stream. I have a few ideas for exactly what we're gonna do, but again, you gotta be a member to see that one. So if you're not a member yet, get your membership if you want to see the Thursday streams. Never know what's going to happen on the Speak Easy show. Don't want to miss it. shout out to everybody for the donos, the new members, gifted members, returning members. Thank you all so much. Thank you to the mods, always holding shit down. Okay. Big shout out to all the panel guests who came up. I have a member. I mean, I'm a member. One at a time. What time is the members live? It should be 7:30 p.m. Eastern time is when I start. Yeah. I like the one-on-one talks with Fatty. I know some people get lost talking to Fatty, but I like the one-on-one talks with Fatty. By the way, share Uncle Fatty's channel in the chat for me too, please. Let's see on the poll. What did you guys choose on the poll? Will Based Oracle show up to debate Andrew? And let's see what it says. 75%. Oh, shit. 70. Where did it go? What? Oh, there we go. 75%. Wait a minute. YouTube. 75% and 24%. Where's the other 1%, YouTube? What are you talking about? Will this stream be left up? Yes, it will, Jordan. Yes, it will. Typical dad bod summer W. Let's go. Let's go. Wally telling me I got a fat body. I'm skinny fat. I get it. I get it. Christine refused to vote. That 1% was Christine. That's true. That is true. She refused to vote or hit the like. All right. Listen, guys. I absolutely love you all. You're all amazing. Thank you all for being here. Same with you in the Rumble chat there. Mean ass. And all the ones watching in the bush in the Rumble chat. Shout out to the Kick, Twitch, Twitter. Y'all never talk, but whatever. You guys are fucking amazing, okay? Love you all. Stay blessed. Have a beautiful day. And I will see all the members later. And let me actually set this up. I'm going to send you guys over to Uncle Fatty's stream. There we go. All right, guys. Love you guys. It can be 30, be 1,300. Best chat, hands fucking down. Let's go. Love y'all.